Hey everybody!
Hi!
We're excited to get this going. We know that there has been a lot of anxious people out there for the last couple of months, eager to see who the winners are. And so we have not seen any of the photos, by the way, guys. We chose not to see any of them. None of the judges' choices. We actually didn't even see anything that was entered. So this is going to be brand new to our eyes, which we're excited about. Before we begin, just remember this is our first go around, as it is your first go around with the live judging. And so we're going to see how it goes. We're pretty confident that it'll go smoothly. But you might find that Jenna and I, it takes us a bit to agree. It might not, but it might take us a bit to stumble and talk through some photos because we're going to be ordering them. So I think we should let you know how this is going to go. We're going to do category by category. These are the selects by our judges. It's going to be larger than our top 20. So we're basically the final two votes that go into creating our finalists and our winners for each category. We have decided that there'll be 20 photos that are going to be recognized for each category, and that we are going to order the top 10 for each category.
Yep, and there'll be 10 honorable mentions after that for each category.
After that, we will be picking our top 3 winners overall. So it is possible that first, second, and third could come from the same category or completely different categories. We're not sure how that's going to work. We won't know until we see all the photos. And I think we just want to remind everyone that contests can be good in terms of we want to recognize really great work being made in this genre. That being said, you should not look at it as if it's a validation if you do not place. They're just pictures that have been made. And because we work in a documentary approach to photographing, a lot of this, while it is personal perspective and the choices you make with your settings and the environment in which you're shooting, it's also what happens to happen in front of you and your camera. So what happened with a photographer in Iceland on any given Tuesday just might be stronger than something that happened on a Wednesday when you were shooting. Does that make sense? Yes?
Yeah. You know, winning a contest or being awarded for these photographs can never replace the value that taking these photos has for each of the individual families that you're photographing.
Yes.
And we want to stress the difference because, like you said, if you're looking to this to validate your work,
you'll never feel validated, to be honest.
And you're going to miss out on the value of what we're doing for other people. And we don't want to replace that.
It's something that we see happen with other photo comps, and we don't want that to happen here. We don't ever want you to be shooting for an award. We want you to be shooting for your families, because ultimately those are the ones that these photos are going to mean the most to, and you have to remember that.
That's what I love the most about it.
Yeah.
Family work. Yeah. That being said, there are very special photographs that are made out there, and that's what we're here to recognize.
Yes. Okay. So, Jenna, what category? I feel like I'm the host. Jenna, what category would you like to go with first?
Kirsten. Well, I was thinking about this. Which one is the most exciting?
Maybe water?
Okay, let's go water.
Okay, so...
Because that's kind of a special...
Okay, so I gotta move this over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay. So we're gonna go through them once so you can see. Okay, there's 90 in this category that have been selected. So we're gonna go through silently, yes?
Yeah, so the first thing we're gonna do is, anyone that's done a one-on-one workshop with the both of us, we do this every time we go through a portfolio review. We're just gonna silently cycle through all the ones. So remember, these are all the judges' choices. Collectively with the 4 judges, these were the finalists for each category.
It's in there.
Uh-huh.
It'll be hard.
I know. There's really, really good ones. So I think the next thing we're going to do is something that she and I have done before, where we're just going to say in. So if we think one is in, whether Jenna says it's in, I say it's in, or we both do, it will get tagged. So this is the next cycle through. You ready?
Yeah. Sure.
Just say in.
Screwed up already. Yes. In.
In. In.
Yes.
In. 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 In.
Yes. In. In.
In. In.
In.
In. In. In. In. In. In. In. In. In. I want to know what is happening here. In. 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 In.
In.
Okay. So now,
Let's see how many that is.
yeah. $29.
Okay. Actually, you know what I'm curious to see? Of what we didn't select, were there any that the judges, were there 3 or more selects by a judge?
Okay. So I gotta go back here.
Yeah, take those in. And then hit 3 stars.
That one's in. So what we're looking for is if there were 3 or more judges that picked a photo that we did not, we are adding them in for now. This one.
Those birth one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The heck?
Now just take away the.
I know. Okay. All right. So that's
32.
32.
Okay.
I'm now going to look and see how many of these got at least one judge's vote.
More than one, you mean?
Just at least one other. Oh yeah, more than one. Sorry, more than one judge's vote.
I think we can organize that by clicking the stars too, if you want. To make it faster.
How?
Just click on 2. Or maybe that takes away 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so take away 0.
Okay. A lot. 20. Okay. I think this one's out.
I still like that one.
Okay, we'll leave it in
for the
now.
feeling. But I'm okay with taking it out eventually.
This one's out.
Okay.
I think this one's out.
Okay, are we looking for outs?
Yes. Maybe I should say why.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the top then, because you can also
Okay.
explain the one.
All right, we're going to start from the beginning. I think at this point, we both have to agree at this point moving forward?
I guess we still have one more round where we can disagree,
Okay.
maybe, and see what that number is.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah. For now, this one's in for me.
Do you think it'll eventually come out?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm on the fence as well. Okay, I'm fine with taking out. I just want to know why you want to take it out.
The toning is a little bit off for me. It's kind of green, and I think that with a little bit better toning, a lot more of the detail would be brought out. So for me, part of it is the post-processing I'm not a big fan of. That being said, the moment is great. Also, I like that the photographer got pretty close to this water, right? So that's taking a risk. So let's leave it in for now. I really love this one. It's very artful. This has to do with, it's more of like a study on light and shape. I see this as being more fine art to me.
I like that too.
I really like this one as well. The textures are great. The bubbles coming out of his mouth. I love the wet eyebrows. I think instinctually the reason why I had said yes to this is it's great composition. It's really good composition, and it feels like the beach to me. I'm not sure you need the left subject.
No.
Because we can't really tell what it is. Is it a leg or is it a statue? I'm assuming it's a leg of someone, but
your point is, it's not quite as readable. I definitely am drawn to the layers of this one as well, but as I'm looking at the layers, I'm not sure.
There's not enough happening in each layer. I think it's good placement, but the layers aren't. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 subjects in here, and really there's only a moment in 2 of them that I can see. So I say this is out.
Yeah. But a great start to what is almost a brilliant photograph.
I love the feeling of this. This only got 1 select by the judges, but it did, because it's in here. I think that it needs to come out. The thing that is hurting this photo is the merging of the trees behind the dog. And so you lose him, the dog, a little. If the photographer had been lower and to the left, it would have been a more conscientious composition. It would have been more thoughtful. Yes?
And a very simple fix. This is a situation, I think, where it probably would happen more than once, or you'd have time to maybe get a little bit lower. So considering that next time, really quickly cleaning up that composition so the dog could be in that clear space.
Yes, so it comes out.
This is another one too with the layers that I'm drawn to, but I wasn't sure.
I really like her a lot, and I like the textures in the back. I like the feel of this photo.
Let's keep it.
We're going to keep it for now. My one concern, and I'm learning to embrace a little bit messier composition. We've been talking about that this week. With the kids running in from the left frame, but I feel like I'd like to see the contact sheet, and I wonder if the kids kept running. Like, this would be a pretty easy, clean the composition, shoot. She's going to keep doing that, I think. I don't know. That's my instinct.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is going to be just me, but I actually don't mind that they're a little bit cut off because I can still tell what they're doing.
It might be me and my perfectionism, why I want to see a little bit more of them. Yeah. There is something very unique about the feel of this photo.
I also like that second girl, actually.
Yeah. Let's leave it for now. And we're on the fence about if it'll stay or not. I really love this frame.
I do too, and also can't quite figure it out.
Which
is what's fun about it.
Right? Because we don't quite know how that girl is up there. But we can assume that she has the hose, right? Because we can see the hose. Yeah. And it's being pointed down at the girl in the pail. I also really like the light coming through the back, right? So it's lit really well. Naturally, the photographer chose the perfect place to stand, and I think this is a good example of you don't always have to show all of the scene, and sometimes less of it is better, right?
I agree.
Because this probably also was a conscientious choice in terms of it keeping it clean. That's my guess also.
Her expression is perfectly exaggerated as well, the girl in the back.
Yeah. I think this is a great moment, but I'm having some compositional issues with it. And that being, okay, so depending on where this photographer lives, right? So the light is behind, right? I'm sorry.
What's that?
I think it's overhead and a little bit behind because it's bouncing off of the water. So it's distracting. And what we could have done, or what the photographer could have done, is just got super low and it gets rid of the horizon altogether. I don't think we need the horizon at all. What's the most important thing happening here? The kids are washing their faces with the ocean, right? And by getting lower and shooting up a little bit better, it would have made us feel like we're there more and got rid of the distraction.
I was thinking that too. What lens do you think this is on? I'm not remembering.
Oh, I think this is 50 or 85. I don't think it's a 35.
Because I'm guessing the same moment with a
35
and a couple inches closer, I might feel a little bit more inserted into it. I feel close to it, but not quite as a part of the...
Yeah. So I think it's out because I think there were things the photographer could have done to make this much better, and the moment isn't strong enough for me to outweigh the composition. Okay. I don't think mom and dad are important in this photo. Their faces, because their faces aren't responding to the baby. So everything is about the baby's response. I also think it's a black and white photo, not a color photo. I don't think color's adding anything to it. One of the reasons is this bottle top is an eyesore for me. In black and white, that goes away. I love the moment here. I love it.
Yeah, I think I put it in because the baby's so cute.
Yes, but mom and dad aren't helping. I think if the photographer had gotten closer, even if we have a little bit of dad's mouth, but just this stuff, it would be a much stronger shot, right? Okay. I think I love the feel of this. It could also go in an environmental portrait.
This one for me, this one for me doesn't cut it because it looks, for me this angle or the way it's shot doesn't look so purposeful.
Like it was maybe accidental.
Yeah, or like a quick snapshot. It's like looking down at him, although he's in a clear space.
Maybe the photographer could have been take a little bit more risk and use that 35 and gotten over his face. And then the closer we are, we could still see all of his body and his rain boots in the water with all of the droplets hitting the pool below him. But we could maybe like even get, if you got closer wide, then you could even see like the raindrops hitting his face, maybe, right? Okay, so this comes out. I really like this
I do
photo.
too.
I think this is really smart. You know, it feels like a frame from one of my favorite movies, The Graduate.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, you haven't?
But I don't know a lot of movies.
Oh. Or Lolita, the way that they were both
Right.
filmed.
I just read the book. I was afraid to watch it.
The movie's good. It's disturbing.
So it's the book.
The whole story is disturbing, right? But the toning of it feels like those old movies from like the 50s, 40s and 50s. That black and white. I think that it could get brought down a little bit. It's a little bit hot for me.
The corner, this is an example I want to point out. The corner, to me, the right corner is a little distracting, but not so much that it makes me not like the photo.
Correct.
I still like it anyways.
Yeah. I really like this frame.
Yeah.
I like that this is there's only been, I noticed, a few storytelling photos submitted in this category. It really is more about the action with the water and reaction of it. This is, to me, a story. This one tells a story. I'm a big fan of this one.
That's something to keep in mind for the future. The categories can be interpreted in many different ways.
Yep.
Think about this one.
I think it either needs to be toned much darker,
Right.
where the highlights are emphasized by bringing it down. And I think the kid needed to bring his head up just a little so that we could see the light on his face. Otherwise, I think the bubbles coming out of his mouth needed to be bigger so that it would catch the highlight. So if we lost the face, it wasn't important.
Yeah, I agree. You're right, because if you squint, because there's something I like about this photo. There's
I
a
do like
feeling,
it, yeah.
because you can relate to what the kid is doing.
And I like the cloud.
But if you squint at it, the highlights aren't really telling me much.
This is just, for me, the only thing that really hurt this was the toning of the image. I think if the processing had been better, and if the bubbles had been a little bit more, or like I said, the face came up into the light, it would have been like maybe in the top 3 for me.
Okay.
But
So
we can
then-
keep it in, but
Okay. Well, let's leave it for now
Okay.
and see. I mean, I don't think it was selected by more than one judge.
it was not. So this was selected with by more than one judge, and then including us. I'm wondering if this photo would have done better from far away, and we were peeking in on him showering.
Right.
So we could see the scene.
Yeah, there's something about it that, I mean, I like it.
When comparing it to the other ones that we have in the category, I'm not sure it's strong enough to hold its own.
For me, it's like a good use of the situation. I mean, the
Yes.
lighting and.
Yes.
But is it a word? Is it a word? I'm not sure.
All right, we're on the fence, so but it did get 2 votes, so let's pass it on, and we're gonna have to take more out. So.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So this got 3, but neither one of us picked it. That's interesting to me.
Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm right, but this feels like this was a much wider photo and it was cropped.
Right.
It feels off to me.
So, whether or not that was the case, it definitely is shot in a way that doesn't make me feel like I'm part of it again, which doesn't draw me to it. Does that make sense? In quite the same way? I think what could be, just this kind of unfortunate situation for me, might be that she's wearing a mask because there's no real expression or childhood. There's nothing to bring me into childhood here.
Right.
It's not the photographer's fault that the kid is wearing a mask. But do you know what I mean? It's concealing.
I feel really strongly that this was a wider shot.
Yeah.
And I'm almost thinking it would have been better if we had seen more of the scene.
Okay.
Like this compared to wherever she was. We don't even know where she is. Is she in a pool? Is she in a lake? Is she in the ocean? is the photographer on a boat and she's swimming? Like, we don't know anything about where they are, so.
I mean, I like the mood, I like where it's going, but I still think it's out.
Okay, I agree.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Sort of judges.
Where this, I love the feel of this. I like the Band-Aids. It's not perfect. She's cut off on the top. I actually think the photographer would have done better to bring the crop down to where her shoulders are. I don't even think we need her face. If we're gonna cut it off, I think the details that are most important is that lift. This could also be a decisive moment. That lift in her leg and the way that the water is like rolling over her toe, and the little arm with the Band-Aids. I think those are the most important things, elements of the photo.
At the same time, I'm wondering, can I picture
The whole scene?
meaning meaning if we cropped it, would it? Anyways, I'm okay
With the crop.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
All right, I think it's in for now.
Yes, I agree with this. Specifically the toe and the Band-Aids are what make it.
So also, we're going to go into decisive moment, but this is also, this is a decisive moment as well, when the photographer chooses to press down the shutter. So this is another very artful photo. I like that it's unique in its location, right? That the child is playing in a sunken boat, beautiful light. I like how my eye travels around. So this is more artful for me in terms of water. I'm also curious what it would look like in black and white. Yeah. But I would keep it in, Jenna. Yeah. I really like this one.
I like the mood of this.
So this is a good moment, right? This is a good storytelling photo. Like I said, we don't have a whole bunch of them, and I really want to reward this for the storytelling part of this. This is great.
And here is the photographer's distinct choice not to shoot just at the action, but to look at the wider scene. So you might be, okay, you know what I mean? So when you're with the family, you're not, and someone goes scuba diving or snorkeling, I can see why you'd be distracted, like, okay, they're doing something, they're in the water. But this person considered the wider scene, because snorkeling alone is kind of boring.
Right. And if you had photographed just him sulking on a boat, or sad, maybe tired, but it reads he's upset, then we don't know why, right? Exactly. With the photographer's choice to include the snorkelers tells us a story that either he's too young to go snorkeling and he's upset, or maybe he was having a fit. I need to excuse myself because this could be an important phone call. So.
Okay. Do you want me to pause this?
Hello? Okay.
We're not going to pause.
Oh. Okay, sounds good.
Mostly because
All right, bye. Apparently we're going on and offline a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And I think we're a little loud.
Oh, I was thinking we'd be quiet.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of mumbly as a person.
Sorry, y'all, back there. I have to be honest, that scared the crap out of me. Is my husband calling me knowing that we're live, and I answer the phone and it's not my husband's voice. Right. It was Tristan, but I was like, oh my god, there's something wrong. Like,
With both of them?
Yeah, we're okay now. Okay. Let's keep going.
Okay. This is being recorded.
Yes, so it's being recorded. So anything that comes on or offline, you can always go back and hear the perfect recording, which is being done right on the computer. So, okay. I really love this photo. It's unique. I've never seen an underwater photo quite like this before. If it was just the body, to me, it wouldn't be a picture. The photographer's choice to include this at the exact moment when they're reaching is everything to me. And the light is gorgeous. I love the anonymity that you can't see the child.
And I was going to say, just reaching alone wouldn't be a photo either, but the two of them together.
This is a very strong picture for me in this category. So this could be environmental portrait as well. What I like about it is that you usually imagine kids playing in sprinklers as being joyful and happy. And this child, she's not mad. I don't think, maybe she's mad.
Sullen.
She's a little bit sullen, but not cold.
Suburban life.
I just
got it down.
I like the melancholiness
I do too.
of it.
It's only one judge.
Yeah, only one judge picked it.
Okay, let's keep it.
I really love this.
Yeah, I really love the position of the. I've tried this photo a few times. It has not worked out well because of what's not happening behind the screen.
Yeah.
But I like the body language.
I think there's something to be said to be reminded that we just had this question about how do you push yourself to make artful photos while still doing documentary and like how you combine the two. This is one of those ways where it doesn't have to be so literal all the time. And I've had to learn that. Like that's what I learned from the workshop with David, that not everything has to be so literal. And so I'm really pushing myself to see things outside of it being literal. To make a literal photo of this and then push yourself to make it less literal.
It's also really fun as a photographer to approach your families that way, right?
Yeah. If I had one critique, you could have cropped out the white on the right spot. And I suggest you do so, especially if you make a print of this. Just get rid of that white edge. You don't need that at all.
I do know we're probably confusing some people with crop because you and I don't like a largely cropped photo.
No.
Right?
And we really want to crop in camera.
We'd like crop with intention. So if you shot a photo a certain way, we want to see the photo that way, right? Whereas like that swimming photo a few back, it almost made it feel like just an unnatural perspective.
It didn't feel like it was shot intentionally that way. It just felt that way.
Whereas this is an intentional shot, but if you were to clean up that white, it would just make it far less distracting. Yeah. And it doesn't interfere with any of the body.
No, we're not cropping anything out that you intentionally thought would be good and then cropped out. This is about cleaning up the frame.
Let's also just talk about showering like this for a second. Just trying to, it's so cute. It doesn't look like that hand is scrubbing. It's just kind of
reaching, stretching, maybe.
Yeah. And I like that the second child is just like showering on their own.
Yeah.
Shower with a friend.
This is great in terms of moment. I even liked being able to see the rib cage, like the indentations of the rib cage. I think we assumed that they were playing in the mud first because the photographer chose this frame of all the frames to show
or eating something.
The mud on the face. It could have been eating something.
But it's nice and risky, like you're close, the camera probably get wet from this.
Good composition here, filling the frame. It feels like it was shot this way, right?
Yeah.
To me? Yeah. It's good. I think this is a matter of it needs to be in black and white.
The color's distracting.
I think the color is super distracting. So I'm like, ooh, pretty. It's like that. It's a sunset that we're missing a little bit because it's so pretty. It took me a minute to look at it to realize, like, they're all cold. I like that little girl that's still in there, stubborn, and she's like probably upset that they won't stay in there and play. But I want to see this in black and white because I think the story is going to be read better. The splashing of the legs in the water is going to be emphasized in black and white. I even think she will be more emphasized in the back with her pigtails in black and white. I just think this is a black and white photo. I don't think it's color.
I do appreciate the storytelling choice here with the three kids walking away as opposed to just a lonely kid in the water, which some photographers might be inclined to do. Yeah. Do you think that it's out because it doesn't?
No, I'm not saying it's out yet. Yeah. But if we're close to the 20, it could be out for me. This is another artful photo. I really like it. Only thing is I wonder if this should have been shot at a higher aperture so that the boat was exactly in focus as the legs were.
The thing that for me that doesn't resonate for me is that I have no emotion about the boat.
Yeah.
So there's a kid in a boat, which I understand that she's sailing, or he or she is sailing a boat. But what do you want me to feel about that? That's my question with this photo.
I'd be okay with it out, although it did get two votes.
Yeah. I mean, I can see why it is also one that you'd like quickly.
Well, I think the shadow's a little distracting.
My take, personal, I would say no, purely because I don't know.
Okay.
Besides a vote and a child, I'm not sure what else to feel. Meaning, I think there's something else that is there or could be done to tell me differently or make me feel differently. What do you think?
I see that. So I think we can take this out.
Okay. Yeah, this is fascinating to me.
Okay, so
I think we just leave it in. Although only one person chose it.
There's bathing happening where water is supposed to be.
There's a couch there.
Yeah. There's a couch. Yeah. This is a situation where this situation presented itself as a gift to the photographer, right?
Yes. Like, this is that special Tuesday you were talking about?
Yeah, this is the special Tuesday. Yeah, I think it's in.
I think so too.
I really like this portrait. I think that it could be brought down by a stop and a half to really highlight these highlights in the shape of the body, because it's the highlights that are creating the shape of the body.
This one's for me I'm fine with leaving it in. I'm just telling you, it's not my favorite. Actually, I feel like it's
tell me why.
Really close, but I'm not sure. I really want it to be exaggerated. I don't know if it's
like a stretch.
Yeah, it's so close. Like those ribs are so close to being just like a millimeter even more to exaggerate it, or the photographer's back maybe too far or not far back enough. Like I either want it to be all about this kid's body or further back so I can really emphasize the lankiness.
Yeah, I see that.
And it's like almost straight, but not. I guess that arm is kind of straight. But that's just my take on it.
We could take this out.
If you feel emotionally attached to it? Or?
No, I'm not emotionally attached to it. I do want to tell the photographer I like this photo.
Yeah.
I really love this.
Yeah, me too.
So this is just a matter of how the photo makes me feel. It's artful. It could also be an environmental portrait. I know my students are going to be like, her hands are cut off almost by the wrist. I know that they are. Especially with more fine art, those rules can be more broken.
It doesn't bother me as much.
This is about texture. This is about different textures and really how the photo makes you feel.
Yeah. Agreed.
I think all of these could be brought down a little.
Yes.
The highlight is so bright, you could just bring it down. What happens if you bring it down? Her body is going to be even more exaggerated against the water. You're still going to see all the patterns and softness in the water. It's going to bring the highlights down. Except for the couple of spots in the water, the highlights are not blown on her head. Mm-mm. If you bring it down, then we can really be able to see each strand of hair, right?
Yes. Well, keeping the mid-tone so we can see the...
Yeah, just bring the highlights down.
This is close for me.
I think I wanted to say in to acknowledge this frame because I find it to be pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the photographer could have worked this better and maybe had just the two heads. I don't know. Or bringing the crop more here.
Yeah.
Or maybe just him. I think maybe horizontal of the two heads.
This is also one of those situations that we talked about in the beginning, which is like, it's actually great. And it's, I mean, if those are your kids, I mean, there's something really funny about that boy's expression.
I think this could be wall-worthy for your clients.
Yes.
Also, I just want to say that. If these are your clients, I think you encourage printing this, for sure.
But is it an award? I'm not quite sure.
No, I'm okay with taking it out.
And that's how I feel about quite all of these that we've chosen.
Yeah.
Are going to, make your clients very happy.
Okay, so this photo is very similar to the child with the mud.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel strongly about each award represents a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And so when comparing this one to the other one, I think the other one's stronger, and so that is my decision to take this one out.
So it's, for me, like, it's a great moment.
I love that you can see the kid behind.
Yeah. But I do feel like there's a different way to emphasize this more.
Could have gone closer. And I think this is shot with a 50 or an 85. Do you feel it?
There does feel like some sort of separation.
I'm not sure this was a 35. I could be wrong. I'm usually right on about that, but I mean, it is a great moment, and it's great light. I don't know. I'm torn. Let's keep it in for now.
Sometimes there are like really great photos that are like,
I know.
This much is missing, and you're like, oh, it's so close.
I know. You realize,
I don't know.
with the speed in which we're doing this,
Yeah,
we're going to be doing this for 5 hours.
I did say 8 p.m. yesterday. Maybe that's accurate. There's lots of learning ahead, folks. Okay, so
we're leaving this in for now.
Okay.
This is not in for me, but I might not be seeing something that you all are seeing, because this had 3 judges.
Yeah, which is interesting. For me, again, what the reason I didn't choose it initially, I don't know how you feel, but okay, the boot is being drained. But what else? Like what do you want me to feel about that boot? Does that make sense? Like, I don't know if
I think we need to see the toes like pushing against the pants, if that's what he's doing. I don't even know what's happening here.
Like, was it a fun day in the mud? Are you exhausted from being in the mud? I'm just not sure what else besides.
If it's gonna be a detail with context photo, make it a detail with context photo.
Right.
Like I feel like I'm missing something. Judges,
Yes.
I feel like I'm missing it. Maybe I should not be doing the final judging. I don't know.
They don't care about us. They're drinking
Yeah.
somewhere. I wonder. Yeah, I mean, I have the same feeling. Not to say this isn't a nice use of photography.
Right. It's good placement
Yeah.
of the water
Yeah.
against the dark.
Has a nice. But I don't know. That might.
For me, it's not in.
No. Tell me how to feel. That's what I
Yeah.
want to know from all these photographs. Okay, this is another situation where the 3 chose it.
Yes. Black and white, I think, for one. There should be black and white.
I wonder if this is a situation where it feels really exciting that we see a baby coming out. Great. But
The light is good.
yeah. Meaning, like, why was it picked 3 times and not by us?
And I go to you because, I
I mean, I'm not the
birth is
expert on
really
it.
your.
But in photographs, like, I think, what is it? Is it missing the extra little expression?
I think it's missing tension.
Yeah.
There's no actual pull.
Yeah.
There's no tension pulling the baby out. And of course, like, I know it's slow, but this is a great photo, by the way.
Yeah,
it is.
like,
It's
and
a great
also-
photo. I like it.
Yes.
I think it should have been in black and white, for one. Yeah, I kind of want a little expression or something
Yeah.
on him.
Yes.
And this is, again, a situation where this is not the photographer's fault.
No.
This is a matter of, is your subject going to gift you with a moment that would push this photo further?
Now, in many ways, I would also say, like, as you're saying, this is a gift. Like, I mean, if that's your baby coming out,
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
Yes.
Right? There's nothing wrong with this photo. It's great.
And if I had an underwater birth, which I was not allowed to do, and I had a photo of Birdie coming out like this,
Yeah.
I would have it very big on my wall.
Yeah, it'd be framed. I mean, it's great.
Right.
To make it an award, it needs an extra little bit of
Something. Yeah.
Expression, tension.
Yeah. Oh, so good. This one comes out. Sorry, judges. You said in. 3 judges said in. I think it's in.
Okay.
I didn't select
How
it.
do you feel? I actually, just out of curiosity.
I think that the body language of the kid in the back is the best.
Yeah, me too.
Then I feel like dad and the girl are limp. Like there's not that reach or that tension that I would like. There are 3 subjects in the photo. I would like moment in all 3 subjects.
Yeah, I agree. I also see a close possibility here. I don't know how many times this would have happened, but we have like synchronized swimming and then like this dad. We're not online.
Okay.
Is it recording?
It's recording, right?
Yes, it is recording.
Okay.
Okay, so
We're having a little bit of technical difficulties.
if you're in
So
the
we're
future,
not online at all because of the internet.
ever got bored?
I haven't been able to check something else, so just keep judging and
Okay.
we'll pause after this category if it's still on.
Okay.
Okay, so people can see it.
When it's recorded.
They are watching us currently.
Yeah.
It's not live. Okay, so my point is this like dad. There's an opportunity that isn't quite in this photo just yet of like dad trying to be like cool,
Right.
and swim, right? You know, do the fancy swimming. But okay, well let's leave it for now. But if it comes down to,
I think that it's
If
worthy
4?
of an award if 4 of you chose it.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, so we've done.
Oh, 3 people chose this one too.
Yeah. So we're done
Okay.
with the final, that
That
round.
particular round. Okay, let's see how many we're left with then.
Okay. Okay, good.
Say hi to everyone. Sorry.
Hey, everybody.
Hi. You can 21. Okay.
Oh, okay. So
All
it's
right,
21.
Let's
okay.
zoom out and look at the grid,
Okay.
and we'll choose some like reality TV. We should pick the ones that are on the fence. Okay.
Well, if I hover, people are like, whoa.
What's those like singing shows where they make the kids like stand up and get like
Yeah.
keep vocalists?
Oh,
Okay.
they're all good.
What are the ones that you're on the fence about? Sorry, friends, but you were on the fence about this one.
Mm-hmm.
We were on the fence about the last one, except that 4 out of 5 chose it.
Yeah.
We were on the fence about this one. That one for me. Oh, we were on the fence about that one too.
I think that one's out.
This one?
Yep. I think that one's out.
Okay.
Or this one. But I feel more strong about that one is out.
Okay.
What do you think?
Okay. Goodbye, little friend. I mean, well, more judges chose that one. But then more judges chose that other one too.
Okay, if more judges chose that
Yeah.
over this, and we're on the fence about this, I think the fair thing is this one comes out.
I think you're right.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so that is our top 20.
Okay.
So now it's a matter of ordering these. This is
Okay.
like this wasn't long enough. For me, my winners are this one,
Right.
this one, and this one.
Okay.
But that's my
Let me take a look and
choice.
see. Okay. Not these sliding girls, okay. I also like that one. And that one. I really like that one.
Mhm.
Okay. Should we move these to the top?
Let's move
Which of those 2 is your favorite?
this one.
Okay.
I just there's something unique about this. I've never seen this before.
Okay.
I like the way it makes me feel.
Yeah.
There's something a little bit abstract and weird about it, also. But I'm a huge fan of this one,
Okay.
and I actually think that one should win. That one's my winner.
Of the
For
whole
me.
thing?
Mhm.
That one's not my favorite. It's
Okay.
not my least favorite by any
Okay,
stretch. But
that's okay.
It's not my favorite.
So
but
these are my 3 favorites.
Okay.
Those are my 3 favorites.
Bring the shower one up for at least 4.
Yep. And this is not final decision yet.
No.
So
Let's start like this, because I like to organize this way.
Okay. I also
Just
like some
can't.
of these environmental portraits. This one,
Yeah,
right?
let's bring that up. Let's just bring our favorites to the top for a bit.
Okay.
What about the sliding kits?
Or no, of the environmental portraits, I like all 3. I did realize this one and this one are about the same.
But so are they're very different.
Yeah.
Even at 2.
I'm just gonna bring this one up.
Well, there's similar, and 2 judges chose each. I have to recognize them.
Yeah, I mean, they were voted by 2 judges and both of us, so, like, they're in.
Okay.
They're both in.
Bring the little black and white one up.
This one.
Yeah. The hair may not be top 10 for me, I wonder. Okay.
Okay,
I'm just thinking
so-
about that. That can change later too.
I think this should come up. Maybe to here. I think this is before the hair.
I think so too. Okay, what do we think about that?
The slide.
Or the face, the little face.
Yeah, the face is good.
I think the slide goes honorable mention because I'm not sure about it.
1, 2, 3, 8. There is something unique about this one in that this was not a literal approach to water, and I think that it deserves a place.
Plus 3.
And 3 judges.
And had you thought in as well, or just me?
Yeah, I thought
Okay, so that means all of the judges chose it.
Yeah. And I think because all 4 of you chose this,
Yeah.
it's in the top 10, right?
Well, I agree.
Yeah. So this one goes in.
Oh, that one you mean, sorry. That
Yeah,
one you did.
I mean, but actually you didn't choose it, so it's not 5. It's not a 5. It's
No, it's
3.
not a 5. Whereas this one is a 5, I'm saying.
Yes, this is a 5.
So would that be higher up?
Yeah. I think this goes maybe up to here.
Okay, now what about this water park one?
I really like it.
I do too. Can that be in top 10? How many do we have right now?
Yeah, I think that would make, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. How do you feel about those 10? I feel good about that.
I feel good about that.
When I look at the other ones too, I think it makes sense. So now just
now
the order.
we order these. Do we both agree this is first?
I'm not sure about. Where do I want it to go?
Does this take first because all 5 of us voted?
I don't know that all 5 of us would have voted first place, but all.
I agree.
So
Okay.
no, necessarily when I think about it in that context.
And it'll be fun. Okay, just to let you guys know, we're planning on having guest judges live judge with us moving forward. It'd be interesting to see now the 6 of us talk about the order of this, right?
Right.
How they would order it with us.
Forget those guys. Okay.
Okay, I feel really strongly about this one, but
Okay.
you're not on the fence. I mean, you're on the fence about this one.
I like
so.
it in the top 10. Even top 3 is fine. I'm just not sure if I think, like,
It
yeah, that's my
wins.
favorite of the whole
Yeah.
thing. And I do really like the one that you have first right now.
But maybe it's this one.
I know, I did wonder about that too. I'm on the fence about the one because only one judge chose it, but that is not necessarily going to influence my decision.
What if we did this?
What about this bucket though, like the energy of that is so strong, and it's so. Can we look at it big for a second?
Mm-hmm. It's really good.
What I like about this one versus a couple of the other ones is just that it's like almost, I don't want to use the word perfect, but it is. And then, okay, do you want to close that?
Yeah.
When I'm looking at the thumbnails of the, not that I actually like mess, I'm not against mess, but the only thing is when I look at the thumbnails, the two comparatively aren't quite.
What if we go with this? For the 3.
Okay. Yes, and then, okay, let's talk about the top 2 now, just to make sure we're making the right decision versus the next one.
I think this is first. This is really great storytelling.
Yes.
On the part of the photographer.
Yes, and I really like what they did.
This is also, but some of this is, you've got great water flying out, and the photographer chose to only have the feet, but they're both.
One's loud and one is quiet.
Yes.
They're both purposeful. They're both pretty much
great
perfectly
light,
composed.
beautifully composed.
Great light. Which one's harder to take? Okay, the other one.
This one's harder to take. I don't think everyone's going to make this one.
I think you're right.
I think this is first.
Okay.
This is a very close second.
It's also, okay, this photographer got this note, but I want to say it again. The little girl in the bucket, her expression, it is
Perfect.
It is hard for a lot of people to understand why that, or that is the version of perfect exaggeration.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel good about these top 3.
Okay,
For
do
me.
too. Okay, and then your next. And are you okay with that one not being in the top 3?
I am, although I really love it a lot. Whoever's this is, I would have put this. If it was just me, I probably would have had this win.
What would you replace? Win?
I would have had this win. Yeah.
Okay, well then maybe it should be 4. Because if you would win.
Here's the thing. I love it so much. You like it. The one thing I'm thinking is 2 judges pick that, plus the 2 of us, so it might come in 3rd.
Okay.
That's my argument
let's
with
do
it.
that then.
Okay.
If you want to hire, I'm fine with
No,
talking
I
about
feel
it.
good with that top 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you know that person is going to be mad at me. That didn't win.
I'm feeling like I'm happy with this where it is. I think this
Is it higher?
comes up.
I really like that one too.
And then I'm good with this here.
Yeah.
I'm actually good with, this is where I would put this.
Yeah, move that up a tiny bit too.
I think maybe even here. No,
I almost want higher. One more higher? Or no? You want to go backwards?
no, I'm okay with it here.
Because I feel like that's just an extra layer of thoughtfulness on the photographer's side.
I will say this also feels, and I don't know, I have a million people want to know. This feels more Magnum to me than any of the other photos that are here in this selection.
And actually, that's what I was thinking with the kids coming out the side, but I didn't want to say it.
Yeah. No, it feels very Magnum to me. I actually would move this up more.
Okay.
I would move this here.
Okay. Are the winners 2 perfect?
I'm happy with the winners. Okay. I'm happy with them. Yeah. But maybe this comes up to 4th. Okay.
Also, now this person hates us with legs.
I'm sorry. This is very hard. I feel like, oh my god, you know what I feel like? On The Bachelorette. Every week, this is the hardest decision.
He'll be crying by the last one. Which ones do we give a rose to?
We only have 10 roses.
You're cute, but I like this process. It's kind of fun, actually.
And I will say the other categories are going to go faster. We've like provided a lot of information on
We
this.
probably shouldn't promise too much here. Lots of learning, right?
I feel good about this order.
Yeah. Okay.
Although I will say this, I think that this should be here. Especially given how many of us chose it.
Right. I definitely think it should be top 10 because we all chose it, for sure. I'm trying to think if I like it better than the other one. Of those two, which one's harder?
Which one?
That one and the color of the kids in the shower.
You probably had a longer amount of time to make that one than the one in the shower. In terms of her reach, probably didn't happen for too long. The kids trying to get the water maybe lasted a little bit longer. I think that there was more thought in that one, drinking the sink to show the whole scene.
Yeah.
Versus some photographers might get close and just
do
shoot
one kid.
each of the kids drinking the water. So I think maybe more thoughtfulness with the water photo, like the sink photo. I'm okay with the bath coming before it though. That's the other thing.
Let's look at them both again.
Okay. I think this one comes before it. I will say, this one compositionally to me is near perfect, and this one is not because of that.
They're both near to me.
Edge.
Although there's not much you can do about that window on the other one. But I was thinking the same. Both have edges that sort of distract me a tiny bit.
Yeah, like the window.
That's the only reason that the one that's right now it's fifth.
Yeah, this
The distraction is bothering me. Yeah. Okay. My instinct is to bring up the shower, but
Okay,
I'm
good with that.
okay.
I feel good about that. Because this also did get 4 votes.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Yeah. You're right.
with us,
Good math.
I feel good about this order.
Okay.
You want to look at it again, like big? Let's look at the order.
Sure. Yeah. You know what? Okay.
I think. The only thing I want to switch are these 2 portraits.
Okay. You think that one's harder to get?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
This is what I feel good about.
I love the little kid in
I
the
feel bad. I
water.
just realized that they can't actually see first and second right
I know.
there. They know.
People who took it on, they know. Okay. I'm gonna say it out loud only to take it right back, probably. But which is just that I did like that little naked baby higher up, but I don't know if I cared then.
This one?
Yeah, I felt like it was kind of.
Here, I'm going to tell you why
Yeah.
not.
Okay.
The one thing that's getting me about this is he's perfectly centered. Well, almost perfectly centered.
Mm-hmm. Not centered enough.
He's either not perfectly centered or he needs to be off center. See how he's a little bit to the right and down? And I think in terms of being super purposeful, it should have been perfect.
Okay.
That's my thing.
Okay.
And now people are going to be like, but wait,
Yeah, I know. None of these.
this
rules-
one's not perfect, right? In terms of this is one thing that does drive me crazy is it's fine for it to be off center,
Yeah.
but if the purpose is to have it in the middle, it better be right in the middle.
it doesn't like.
It doesn't
It's
bother
still
you as
top
much.
10. It's still
Yeah.
top 10.
Yeah.
I mean, we did a workshop, one of our workshops in Denver. Remember, one of our students said, "So you've given us no hard and fast rules."
No, we have no.
Don't crop out our aspect ratio. Okay.
I feel good about this.
Now,
Do you want to switch the babies back? You sure?
I don't think I can.
Okay.
It's top 10.
Yeah.
I'm only feeling guilty that 2 of yours that you wanted to be first are now not first. But
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the decision.
okay.
And I just want these people to know that I do really love your photos.
So do I.
But I think these 2 are deserving, right?
Yeah, I think this is the thing about this process, that you really have to consider what it takes to get this work. Right?
So then, if we add in, those are our honorable mentions.
Okay.
Cool.
Do we rename these right now so we don't forget the order?
Oh yeah.
Tech.
Yeah, I think we do.
But keep the original file name after it.
Oh,
Just
shoot.
No, it's fine.
don't keep it? Okay.
I have the data for it.
All right. Winners water?
Yeah.
I wonder what it's like for everyone to be watching.
I know.
Please don't be mad at us.
I feel like you'd be shouting at the computer like, keep me there.
Okay, you guys, we're happy with these
Okay.
top 20. And now we're gonna take a little pause.
Yes.
We're back. Okay. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Like I said, this is the first time around. We're still figuring this out.
It's latency.
And we're on the road also, so we're relying on internet that we don't actually own, which will not be an issue moving forward. The good thing is it's all recorded, so we know a lot of people actually, where it's too late to watch, they're just going to watch the recording anyways. Okay,
So we did water.
we did water. Water is done. We will go through the winners one more time for the water category. This is what we chose as our first place winner. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th. And then we have 10 honorable mentions.
And these are not in order.
And these are not in order. Yes. Okay. And we don't know who shot these, so that will be announced later this evening on our time. So it's time for us, Jenna, to pick a new category.
Okay.
I picked water, so what would you like to do next?
Let's go portrait.
All right, so we're doing environmental portrait. And there might have been a little bit of confusion about environmental portrait in that what are the rules in terms of making environmental portrait?
Mm-hmm.
I consider it a portrait that's made without direction, within the environment.
Is what I had stated.
Well, apparently with a little bit of direction.
Like,
Is
like
it loud?
they can be asked to like look at them for a second,
Okay,
but
so
not move them around a lot.
okay, so if in the field you ask someone to look at you, that can be used, but not posing them.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we are going to do what we did before, and that is these are all the ones that were selected by the judges that earned at least one vote. And so we are going to go through them now silently to take them in.
see that coming.
It's gonna be really hard.
Okay.
Okay, so same as before. We say if one of us says it's in, it goes to the next round. You ready?
Yes.
Was that one?
No.
Okay. In.
Yeah.
In. In.
In.
In.
I'd like to.
Look at it. And it's slipping off. In for now.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Okay.
In. 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 I think this is self-portrait.
Some of these for me, potentially different categories,
Yeah.
and that this might be one of them for me. So it's up to you.
I'm gonna put it in for now. I really like this one.
Yeah.
In.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't listen to you. I always say yeah.
In.
Yes.
In. 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 In.
I do like the feeling of that one, but it might be the wrong category.
We'll tag it from there. In. I like this one too. In. 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 This isn't really environmental portrait for me, but I really think this photo is great. Just gonna say that.
That's in for me.
In.
Do you want to put in to talk about it?
Yeah. I love this one. In. And I love this one.
Yeah.
In. In.
What do you think about that one?
It's good. In. Okay.
Okay, let's do the. Do we want to check to see if there's anything that we might have missed?
Yeah, we'll do that first.
Okay, and then if we just take out, if we click on the bottom, take away 0, 1, and 2, then we can see which got 3 stars. If we click, yeah, click there, and then click on.
All right, so all these go in.
I mean, we can also just decide. Because 3 stars doesn't necessarily mean everyone thinks they're top 20.
Right.
It just means that they want us to see them.
Yes. I think this should have been black and white. I feel like the color is distracting. The patterns on their dresses or age them in terms of like error, and I think this would have been much better in black and white.
I can imagine them in a series
Yes.
being colored.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, if it was in a series.
Mm-hmm.
I like the other tub photo better, so that's why I put that one in and not this one.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see these. Just wanted to make sure.
You want me to leave them in?
Nope.
Okay.
You might. Just wanted to make sure we weren't missing anything. Sometimes photos you go through really quick and miss something subtle.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, click them all back.
Okay.
that was fun. It's funny, but not shot the way I wanted. Okay, 30. Okay, let's do some outs.
Yeah.
The second one for me is out.
Okay.
That highlight is very distracting.
Oh yes, this one.
Yes.
The only thing I'm concerned about is here with this one, and I think this was wider and then it was cropped in. That's what it feels like.
It doesn't feel super like a portrait to me either. I would
Not as much
eventually-
environmental portrait?
No.
Yeah. More moment.
We'll potentially explain a little bit further for the next competition what environmental portrait is to help narrow it down.
Okay.
Because I can see there's a few entries here that might have
Been better
entries
and in
some.
a different
Yeah.
category. Yeah.
But for me, that would eventually come out, so I might as well put it now.
I think this one can come out.
Yeah, and it's not my super favorite. This one I just want to talk about
This one?
yeah. But, so we can either take it out or talk about it. It doesn't
Talk
matter.
about it.
I just want to talk. I mean, so like, is she the roots, I guess? Like her expression is just missing for me.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's close. That's why I want to talk about it. So close, right?
The texture is great. Yeah, and her feet are covered in mud.
She seems to be in between a moment.
Yeah, there needs to be something. Even if she makes eye contact with
Yeah.
the photographer, I think it would be stronger.
Yeah.
Yes?
Okay. Just want that to be okay. So take it out. That doesn't do it for me. The hair. But if you want to,
I like it because I do want to say this. I think it says something about the photographer seeing in
Yes.
considering of environmental portraits.
Mhm.
And I remember there was a beautiful environmental portrait that I saw, and it had to be a self-portrait.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved that it was just a bed that was unmade, like the person had just woken up.
Yes.
So I wanted to acknowledge
Yes.
the thought process with this one.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. Should we acknowledge them also as?
I do like this one. But I can see how we have stronger ones in here, so this one comes out. This one is graphic, and I think if he had been doing something, maybe even a big yawn, to mirror the shapes of these guys, that would have been better, right? Or something along the lines. I think maybe if we had like a category like motherhood, or this might have been better with decisive moment.
Mm-hmm.
But it is an environmental portrait. I think it's a self-portrait.
I think, okay, so what is it for me that's, because again, I don't not like it, but what is it that's holding me back? And when I look at
Is it the highlight?
The fact that I understand that she's yawning, but because it's about the mom, there's so much of the mom being covered by the hand.
Mm.
And maybe that prevents me from being further drawn into how she's feeling, even though I understand it's a yawn.
Maybe also black and white would have been better. I don't know if we necessarily need to see this cup.
I think black and white
this.
we'd be distracted by the highlight on her face.
Or would it fix the highlight on her face?
It looks kind of bright though.
It is pretty bright.
Like almost too bright.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah, I mean, we can still leave it in.
No, take it. I don't feel as strongly about that one.
We're only down to 24. Do you want, okay. Do you want to leave it just in case?
All right, let's leave it just in case. Okay.
That's quick. Okay. Those I'm into. I think the peen one is in the wrong category.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Needs to be acknowledged as funny.
Wrong category. This is better in humor, you guys, and you're going to learn that some photos will do better in a different category. That's the beauty of us having categories, right? When you have just an overall best photos, it might not, like if we were just to have one category, best documentary photos, your photos like this might get lost, but in categories, if you choose the right category, your photo might do better.
Yeah.
So yeah, this should have been done in humor. Put in humor.
Okay, this. Let's keep on. Okay, I'll go back to this. No. Okay, the box.
Yeah.
I think it's cute, but I think it's the wrong expression for me.
You think you need like, because I do really like this frame.
Okay, tell me what you like about it.
I like, it almost seems like she's too big for the box, so I'm not sure how she's fitting in there.
Right.
So I like that, like, abstractness of it. I love her eyes and catch light in her eye. Like, I like the light a lot in here. I think it says something about when children left to their own devices have to be creative about their play structure. So it has a statement about childhood and its environmental portrait. Maybe her expression needs to be more for you.
I think all those things are there, but in terms of the environment. But for me, her expression doesn't match what we're trying to say about it. So
it doesn't say wonderment or
Squished
ingenuity
body
or squished body.
I mean, I'm not sure what she's doing necessarily. I mean, she could even be watching.
I can see that.
So although the elements are there, for me, there's like a little extra step in photography that could be there to emphasize the point.
Okay. I'm fine with taking it out.
But if you also love it.
No, I'm fine with taking it out.
And then that last one, we almost didn't put it in, so.
I needed a moment to look at it.
Yeah, okay.
It's so bright. It needs to be brought down.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
It does feel more magnum-y to me than...
It's very introspective, but is it enough? Are we getting enough of the feeling? Let's do it for right now.
Okay.
We're close. Just keep going through.
This one I was on the fence with, but I love the light. I love the lines. I do believe this was just purely in the environment.
I almost wish she was like, okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Do you think there's just too much foreground? Like, is it going, oh, this is graphic, so we're composing a photo this way, but actually, I don't know if that tells much. Does it add to the story when we take her away? Is all of that space important to this photograph? Whereas the light on her,
maybe it should have been
so striking.
all the light above her and not below her.
Because she's looking up. I don't necessarily need to take it out. That would be my critique on the photo. Or why it took me a second. Because also, my eyes very quickly just go to her legs because that's the center.
Right, not her eyes.
Yeah.
Where if we had more above, there's still going to be graphic elements above her. Have a little bit of this, but way more of this to balance her looking up.
Yeah, because there is light on that one eye, which I do when I look at it.
Right here. I can see that.
It's like when we get excited about composition.
Yeah.
And forget what its purpose is.
Yeah. I'm okay with taking it out.
You want to take it out?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's wait.
Okay.
It could be close. Or it can, I don't know. Let's see what else. Is there anything else that we're on the fence with?
This one I'm on the fence with.
I was too. Okay, so I was going to talk to you about it. But if we're both on the fence, let's take it out.
No, I think it's a beautiful shot. I think I need more light on the one eye or both eyes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if that's the case,
maybe this one comes out.
yes.
Because it looks like it's not in focus. Is it?
It doesn't look like it here. It's hard to see. It's not my favorite tone.
I think maybe black and white would have been better.
I think it's like cute butts.
And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes. Having said that, if I was to critique it I would say there might be something, there's something to this, like they're peeking through the cracks, it just needs to be done differently.
Yeah. I'm almost wondering if the best portrait is on the other side of the fence. Right. And so you can just see like little hands coming through the fencing and like maybe an eyeball on each side, right? I'm wondering if that's the photo. We go to this photo because it's the naked butts.
Yes.
But maybe we have to remind ourselves that sometimes the best photo isn't the most obvious.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
I also think the composition is including stuff that we don't need just to
like
include
this.
it. Yeah. I understand why your eye does that, because mine will do it too.
Yeah. I'm with you, but I think this one can come out.
Okay, because I still think, let's take that out.
I think I'm for sure taking this one out.
Okay.
So that is 20.
Okay.
But let's make sure that we feel good about our 20.
Yeah.
What's interesting is the judges did not nearly as agree in this one as the previous.
Yeah, I think this category is an interesting category. We'll try to refine it for the future. Okay, I think it might be easy to pick our top 10.
Yes, I do too.
Okay.
And I think I know what I want to be the winner.
What do you want to be the winner?
The pink one.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the only one that had 3, and I think it's like a no-brainer that one wins.
I think so too.
You think so too?
Oh yeah.
And now some people are going to be really confused about this. This is almost super. It feels very conceptual. Also, like it could be part of a series. But I think there's no denying this is the winner.
I thought
to me.
There's no sheets on there.
Oh yeah,
I like it more and more that I look at it.
And she's dressed up as a princess. She has like a marker spot on her arm.
Yeah.
Her pink shoes match the pink rug, match the pink. Everything's pink.
I will say I don't need the window.
No, I know. I don't either.
But
everything else is really good. Yeah.
Okay, so that's one. Let's just...
let's see. I feel good about,
arrangement.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm almost feeling that might be my second.
Sure.
I really love the bird.
Okay, let's blow the bird up. I also like this guitar. Although I'm not
I like the guitar. I love this one.
I don't know about third for the bird, but definitely top 10.
Yeah. I love this one.
Okay.
Now this toning is outside of my wheelhouse,
Me too.
but there is something very unique and timeless also with this image that I really like. This is it feels like a play on childhood aging too fast, like, and they're like, or they're adults looking back at their childhood. I don't know. It feels like there's more to it than just there was more thought into it, than at the table. I would pull that up into the maybe even third.
Yeah, I don't think the birds are quite third.
I really like this one.
Okay. Okay. Top 10.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's pull things up to a 10. I like the man a lot.
The old man, yes.
Yeah, I do. Let's bring it up really high.
And it is family because this is grandfather, right? Like, I'm assuming it's grandfather. The light is just stunning. I like including all of this because all these details say something about him, right?
Let's still put the kids before him, I think.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
Okay,
I'm just like you said to bring him up.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, now let's.
I really think this should be up in the top 10.
Okay, how do you feel about this little girl with the boots on a chair here? Is the composition too weighted in the wrong spot for top 10?
Yeah, I think the window is what hurts it in terms of top 10. This would be a situation where I think I would use the light source but keep it out of the frame.
Yes.
Right? But I love her body, and that one foot is in the boot and one is not.
This is so close.
It's so close. But I think she or he shot this intentionally to leave the flag in, and that's why they're standing here. I think that would be it, because that is a detail that adds to, like, I'm guessing this might be in the South, right? Or it has a feel that it's Texas or...
Yeah, okay. I was looking at all the other stuff.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's necessarily top 10.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about it. But she is close.
What about this one?
Okay, so is this the right category for this one? The hair is right. The butt is right.
No, I think it's the right category.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a portrait, right? Or is it a moment? I feel like it's a portrait.
Yeah. I don't know if I would call
Otherwise,
it a portrait,
we take it
but
out.
I'm happy to keep it.
We can take it out and re-look.
No, I like the photograph. But, okay, so is it top 10?
Well, if we're on the fence about it, well, it did get 2 votes, and there's very few in here that had multiple judges pick, so I would say maybe top 10.
Okay.
If we look at...
As a moment, I do like it.
And this one, I think, goes in top 10.
I really like this one. I don't know if it's the same kid from the last category that I wanted a different exaggeration from.
Yeah.
I almost hope it is, because I prefer this.
Oh, maybe it is.
I prefer this one.
Yeah.
What do you feel about the guitar? Are you...
I'm
Yeah, okay, I just want to talk about it.
What is funny? She's standing on a table. We need to see the whole table, in my opinion. That adds to this. Like, she's got this giant guitar. She's playing the harmonica, and she's standing on a coffee table. Yet we don't see the whole coffee table. That's what does it for me.
Okay, it takes it away. All right.
But I still like it. I just don't. I think that error in storytelling with doing the environmental portrait, that loses it for me.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let me think. Yeah.
I'm gonna put it this way. I think
I don't disagree with
no,
that.
no. How I'm judging environmental portrait
Yeah.
is, would this be wall worthy? Because I think that's what environmental portraits are.
Yeah.
They're wall worthy. They could go on someone's wall.
Yeah.
And maybe not just your client's wall, but anyone's wall.
Yeah.
I feel strongly about that. And so I don't know if this is wall worthy. Maybe.
The reason I'm pausing is I'm trying to decide in this category now, in what we're looking at today also, keep in mind. In this category, do I need to see is the table the important part of this for me? Whereas it seems like the photographer might be trying to say more about the dolls being rejected for the hard life.
For rock and roll.
I'm fine with, because I don't disagree with your choice. I think it would be a much stronger photo if we stood back. Okay, so let's just leave it for now. Now, I did like the Sandy Beach kid.
Yeah.
Does it feel portraity enough for you? I like the
Yeah, it's an environmental portrait for sure.
Is it enough? Maybe without the water.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if it's enough for top 10.
Yeah. That's close, eh? Okay.
But maybe, I don't know.
I might like it better without the water.
Let's just put it up here.
I love it.
These are on the fence.
Okay.
I'm a little bit on the fence for this one, maybe being in the top 10.
What about that other one? Okay, let's leave it out for right now.
I love light. She's in her undies in the front porch. She's looking up.
At what?
You can see, yeah, but we don't know what.
Yeah, and like what's she feeling? I don't have anything that's drawing me towards it. What about this other porch one?
This one.
Yeah.
It did get 2 votes.
I mean, look at he's covered in something.
I know what it is, but
oh, you do?
I'm not going to tell you
Yeah,
if you can't guess. So
I mean, just covered in something. That's enough for me to.
Good light.
The light is nice in this one. Right now, I would put that up.
It also got one of the very few that got 2 judges, so maybe that's the one.
Okay, bring that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the winners.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
This definitely wins.
Let's start and look at just the winners now. Do you want to make me think?
Yeah.
Okay. And then honorable mention is in no particular order.
Yeah.
Okay, winner for sure.
For sure. There's no doubt this is the winner.
Yeah.
I think this is a solid second.
Yeah, I like it.
And I'd be good with this with third.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's the rest of the order to decide.
Let me look at this one. I love this.
Yeah.
Why is there a hot dog
Yeah.
on the fork? By the way, wide angle vertical is very hard to make, and this is one that works really well. Yeah.
Yeah, you think people are cursing us for choosing a vertical? Okay.
I think maybe this next.
Okay, can I talk to you about this one?
Yes. Go ahead.
What's your favorite thing about it?
This quiet solemnness of having you can actually see the ears below the water, which I've made this photo a lot.
Yeah, I know you talked about this.
Yeah, and I've never been able to show. That's why kids do that. Why they go underwater is because they like what it sounds like with their ears under the water, and I like that. That matches her face, and then obviously the hair is beautiful. What about you? You don't like it?
It's not that I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's something extraordinary missing from this one.
Do you think she should be looking at the viewer?
In the order.
Okay.
I don't know what I want. I feel like I'm distracted in a positive way. The big hair is beautiful, but I was wondering, outside of the hair, is her expression my favorite of photos I've seen with this?
I really want it equal the amount on the left side to the right side.
Yeah.
That does bother me. So I think it can be cropped in. Possibly to here. And it might make it stronger to have it cropped. Did you like the bubble one more
I'm
than
wondering if we
this?
should look at it again, which is funny because we took it out.
Okay, hold on.
At least
This happens sometimes, folks. Just
let's compare it just to see the two.
all right, so I'm gonna make this.
Because again, it's not that this isn't a beautiful portrait of that girl.
This did get 3.
I know. Okay, let's just look at the two of them. That's all I want to see.
Yeah.
Both crops bother me a little bit.
Yes.
But,
Okay, maybe this is.
I think I like that one better. So, does it make you mad?
No, it doesn't make me mad at all.
I know
Now that
I-
I see that this has 3 stars and this only has 1, listen, like I understand.
I know why you're drawn to. I mean, okay.
This needs no tub around it. It's bothering me that there's a
I
tub.
know.
I think that this could be toned a lot better because the bubbles are so white that we're missing the details in the bubble separation. So this needs to come down a little bit, like burn down.
So the cropping is sort of, you would crop it, right? Like it's
Yes.
it's doable. So
Yes.
we've awarded some other photos that also like needed a slight crop.
Okay. So
Here's this is one of those
oh wait.
award specific scenarios. It's not that that photographer didn't do a good job with that photo.
But we also really only want to reward 1 tub. And even though this might have been my favorite, I like them both. And this one has there were very few that had multiple judges picking, so I say this one goes in.
I think this one is a little more memorable for me too.
Okay. You don't have to apologize.
Well, I was just imagine you're in the top 10 and you just get kicked out. It sucks.
It's all right.
Okay.
Are there any others that you feel?
No, it was the only one I was sort of.
Okay. All right.
Is there anything you feel on the fence about?
No, maybe this one.
Do you want to open it up to see? But the other ones, to me, aren't top 10.
Maybe this one.
What's getting me about this photo, because I didn't really like
I
it,
really like this photo.
is that, okay, but they're looking at something that I don't know what it is, as opposed to...
Maybe they should all be looking either everyone in a different direction or everyone at us.
Yeah. Because, okay, sometimes looking away can give you a feeling of reflection or wonderment. But I feel like right now they're looking at something and I don't know what it is. Am I weighting that too heavily?
I don't know. I still think there's 4 subjects in there.
Mm-hmm. All clearly looking at something.
But it is an honest environmental portrait that I think is beautiful, and I think it's wall worthy.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Do
It also has kind of a Magnum feel to me, like old school Magnum. But I'm not willing to kick the other ones out. The only one that I might be, but I think this is the more original one. But look, he's looking off too.
No, but he's not looking at something.
Yeah.
He's looking inward. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Whereas they're looking at something. I think it's to their detriment that they're looking at the same thing.
Yeah.
I can see why it'd be exciting to take the photo because they're all looking the same way. But I'm sure in that setting, if the photographer had stayed there, something else would have come out. Like, I'd like to see that contact sheet, actually. Like, what else? They couldn't have stayed looking at the same thing for the whole time. So I don't think it's award worthy.
I really love this one.
Yeah.
But this could have been set up.
That-
I don't know.
It's like just not. The eyes are annoying to me. Like, okay, it's funny and cute, but oh, again, it's like they're not.
Maybe both eyes
not
needed to be
perfect.
in the.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have the best 10.
Okay.
I do.
All right, so let's get. Now we go.
I mean, that light is beautiful on that fly on the porch. Okay, so we're doing order now.
I think these are definitely our first 3.
Yeah. Just the rest of them.
And then I think maybe this comes next.
Yeah.
And then maybe the birds. Or this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You tell me what you think, but okay, no, never mind.
What?
I was wondering about putting out the little bum last, even though I do like the butt. But
I'm good with that.
okay. It's a nice order.
Let's look at it one more time. That one went faster.
Yeah, it was a little more obvious to me actually.
All right, you guys.
Okay.
No particular order for the honorable mentions. No.
I started from where you left off.
I thought I reset that. Reset.
Okay.
I think that's good. I'm happy with that.
Me too.
Okay. Okay.
I think this could be a stronger category though.
In general, yeah.
I think if we did it again, we might have. I think in the future it could be stronger. I don't know if that's me.
Maybe we could do some, at some point, examples of really, like,
Yeah.
out in the photography world, really strong environmental portraiture, so people have
Yeah.
a better understanding of it. Yes?
Yeah, I do feel like there's a few entries in here that would have been better somewhere else.
And remember, it's not what photo is better than another, it's within the category which one fits best and is strongest. So that's why some didn't place, because we felt like they belonged in a different category.
Although in this, they are pretty strong. These are those.
Yeah.
Pretty strong.
All right, let's go family love. How about that?
That only took us an hour. It's good.
Okay.
99. Okay, so we're gonna go through silently. Brushing his hair.
And his beard. Okay.
Not harsh, but like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of these, so.
In. 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 In.
Take that one?
I don't think it should be vertical. Okay. This is the wrong category. Maybe not. I'm gonna say this is in for now.
Okay.
I really like this one too.
Yeah.
In.
It's the right expression, unfortunately. Composition.
No, I like the composition. I just don't know if it's the right category.
What about the three girls?
No. Do you want me to put it in? I think this is more portrait.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
In. It's a good complicated scene.
I feel like that's a good use of that scene, but not necessarily.
Yeah. This is the wrong category.
Yes.
This is decisive moment. In. Wrong place, whoever this photographer is. I'm wondering if you have a better photo of this. Not from above. Right?
Where would you want to be?
I want to be closer and see the two of them looking at each other, or maybe just the hands. I don't know. I feel like I can't see her at all.
Okay.
Do you want it in? We'll just put it in.
Put it in for now.
This had a lot of potential
Mm-hmm.
with the drawings, and I don't think this is the right shot. This is not the right moment. Let me put this in. This is environmental portrait. If you had put this environmental portrait, I would have put this in the top 10. In. I like this one. In. In. I don't even know if I got 20. 13.
No.
You're being really harsh. Alright, let's look and see what the judges got. I think they all go in, the ones that multiple judges picked.
At this point.
I was on the fence about this one. I'm just tagging them all like up to.
Yeah, that's fine.
that's 20.
I feel like, oh. Okay. Okay. This one is kind of cute with the mom and daughter up here.
I think the other one is better.
This is better. Okay. Okay, we're joking about being harsh, but I feel like we need to clarify that it's easy to be harsh when some photos stand out more than others. Do you agree?
Yes.
Let's go with what we got.
Huh?
Let's go with what we have.
Okay.
Because let's leave it.
Because that's the pics that all the judges, like,
That includes
agree
ours
on.
and the judges.
yeah.
I actually one more. The only one I was on the fence was at the end. That pile of kids.
This one, right?
No, the other one.
Oh.
Do you like that one better? That one I think is missing.
Which
It's just
pile?
that's the very end. You spoke about that
Oh,
one.
this one.
Okay.
Okay, so now what?
We just can't see the. There's 32.
Okay.
Okay. Why don't we? Do you want to make our top 10 and
Yeah.
then eliminate them?
Sure.
Because in this case,
Because I think it's clear who the top 10 are.
Yeah.
For me, this one.
Yes.
This one.
Yeah.
This one.
The bike.
Yes. Oops.
Actually, I like seeing the top. I like the arms and the coat.
Arms and yeah, I do too. This one.
Sure. Let's leave the grandpa up there for now.
Grandpa.
And what about on the park bench there?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put up higher.
Yeah.
And then take the wine out, I think.
Yeah.
Although I'd relate. I love to drink wine.
I really like this one.
Okay. What's that birth one at the end? Is a pretty strong emotion.
This one.
Yeah, it's not my favorite composition, but I'd like
He's
to.
crying.
Let's put it up.
Yeah.
I like that portrait above it too.
The portrait.
I'll point you on here. This where they're holding. Is it? I don't know. It's the mom and dad holding the kid's head. Scroll up one more time.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I really like that.
it's nice looking.
Okay.
Okay, let's look at the bottom.
This is a great shot.
Okay, let's move that up high then. Doesn't have to be 10, but just up there. Okay. So, not enough for me. Okay, what do we have up until?
Okay, here's the thing. This photo and this photo are very similar to me. No?
Yeah, but that doesn't.
It doesn't.
In this case, doesn't.
Okay.
No.
I think I would move this ahead of the birth.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, let's decide our 10. So how many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would make it 10.
Okay.
I'm almost tempted to take this one out and replace it with this one.
Okay, let's do that. And then.
And I'm on the fence about the second wheelchair one.
I'm gonna say I personally think we should leave it in because trying to replace it with an equally as strong photo is gonna be tough.
Okay.
If we were looking at 20 photos that were competing for the top 10, that were like really competing, but right now clearly you and I are very clear about what we want for our 10s.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have the top 10, so let's. They're not in order yet, people. Don't worry yet. 3, 6, 7, 9, 10. I think that's definitely in. This one got 2, so that, I think.
For now. Okay, take the 10 out and let's see how many are left.
Okay.
We have to pick 10 out of what's left. So to take
22.
away 2. Take away 12. So let's pick 10. Now let's move up our top 10s to these spots here.
Okay, definitely these.
Yeah. I like the.
I'm good with this one.
That's fine for me too.
I really think this one should be there.
Okay. That's fine. You had like the mom and the daughter reading in the bottom. Did you want to stay in?
I think amongst all the mess, there's this moment, which I really like, but is it hard to see because the light is so bright here?
Well,
and so it hurts it.
Yes, but I think in this scenario it still stays in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I really just like. Okay, I think it should stay into the honorable mentions for now.
Okay. I do like grandma and granddaughter. I was on the fence about this one before.
I'm on the fence because I don't like it's how it's composed.
Okay.
But I can stay in honorable mentions if you wouldn't mind, because 2 judges liked it. I like the light of that lady who's potentially in labor or pregnant. I don't know if it's my favorite. Go on over here.
Yeah, I think it's just about the light.
That's the thing.
It almost looks like she's posing here. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, doesn't emphasize what's happening.
It's beautiful light. Yeah. Beautiful portrait of her pregnant, but I don't feel like it's, for this category, I don't think it works. Okay. So. Maybe this one.
Okay.
I like this, what's happening here.
Okay. I might bring up the older couple. I know that's not your favorite.
Okay.
No, it's not that many judges. Okay. We can leave that on the fence.
This was not shot well for me.
I think we'd like that it's a man in the bath because that is very sweet.
And that he has a bunch of tattoos.
And
but
I think that's distracting us, right?
But I don't see I'm so distracted by this and by the window. And these are simple things that the photographer could fix in camera, like when they're photographing it.
Okay, how about
I thought this one was sweet.
this nice lighting?
It's really nice lighting. It's good framing. They did blow out this, and for me, you just crop this in. You do not need to leave the grayed out over highlight.
Seems a little messy in the dodging.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is interesting. Look, it's the whole family. See, mom's in the back.
Yeah.
Dad.
No, that's the same person.
Oh, never mind. It's mom.
Go to the next one to the right.
Because we shoot births, we know this is a birth, but
Right.
I would not know otherwise. There's a baby in there. I don't think. There's a baby arm here, but
I know. I mean, I think you can figure it out. The only thing I would say is the tear really is the most interesting thing because their expressions are pretty
right.
still,
And he's
so I
crying,
would want
so-
more emphasis on those two tears
Yes, I agree.
to make it an award
Yeah,
worthy.
yeah. This feels a passive, and I'm wondering if the photographer just wanted to give them space because they're both crying,
Potentially.
maybe, versus getting close and really highlighting what's important.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that is the extraordinary out of the ordinary, or the two tears.
Okay.
The layers in here are great.
Why doesn't that go into the honorable?
Yeah, I think it does.
It is a really good use of that scene.
Yeah. I think this over this one.
Okay.
He's got a great expression. She does too.
It's not.
I feel like it's just shot at. I don't.
It's on an award. It is a beautiful photograph for that family. Very
Yes.
meaningful.
Yes.
Yeah, great emotion. And there's nothing wrong with taking photos that aren't all the
We want to make these for our
Yes.
families, for our clients. We want them for ourselves also.
Do you want to take that older couple out, or are you okay with leaving it in?
I'm okay with leaving it in.
Okay. So how do you feel about these 10?
I'm good with those two.
Okay, let's do that. I think it's.
So they're in no particular order.
Yeah. I chose the wrong category because let's be harsh.
Okay, now.
Okay, let's look at the. I like these though. Here's the thing.
Yeah, they're really beautiful.
I like the winners a lot in this.
Yeah.
And so then it's really hard to compare some of the other ones to them. This is not the order though, right?
No. Maybe this one?
Definitely.
Maybe this one?
Okay, yeah.
We all 5 of us picked this.
5 out of 6.
Yeah, 5 out of the 6 picked that.
Definitely top 3 then. Not
There's
only
3
for that,
wheelchair.
not only for that reason, but well, one's a bike. Okay, put the wheelchair.
Maybe this one?
I want that in the top 3, I think.
Yeah.
And
And maybe
both of us reacted to that strongly each time we looked at it. So that, to me, that does say something. Might not be everything.
look, she has a little tiara on.
And he does look genuinely asleep to me.
This one's also a very beautiful photograph.
Yeah.
I think she's tandem nursing, isn't
Yeah.
she? And she's pregnant?
Oh,
Is she? Or maybe not. I don't know.
right.
It's really beautiful. The light is beautiful. This is beautiful. The lines are beautiful.
I love tandem nursing moms. Okay. I'll keep it up high.
This one's also great, I think. And I love that.
You really
I
like
them
that.
all.
I think that color one should go up high because you really like it, right?
I think this goes here. And I don't know this or this, which is third. This is sweet and interactive. This one is graphic and sweet, but the photographer did a really nice job of balance. My guess is getting ahead of them, waiting for them to come through
Right.
this empty space. That's really thoughtful.
Yeah.
3 generations. Oh, I really like it.
I do too. I also really like the. Let's put it. Okay, put the color. Put the wheelchair in the top 3 for now. Let's do that.
Okay.
And can we look at the ocean one?
So which one?
The ocean
Yeah.
is number 2 right now.
So like I like the balance of the 2 girls with and the
Yeah.
much older couple, and she's got an inner
No.
tube around.
No,
her.
I love this. I was trying to decide if I wanted to be first,
Oh,
but I'm evaluating it pretty hard, comparatively.
the moment is so much stronger
Yeah,
here.
the
and-
interaction is.
I mean, Dad is on a tricycle.
It's, this could be like the cover of a novel. Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure that.
Yeah. I really like the seeing of this photographer.
Okay.
I like that order.
Yeah.
Look at it again.
I wonder about the whether the kids on the couch should go last. Because I think I like
it's a
the
little messy.
Well, I think I like the wheelchair. I like that one more.
Okay.
It is the last one we picked to go in here. Okay, or 7. Okay.
Good?
I think so.
Okay, we're good with this. We add in the honorable mentions. They are in no particular order. Good?
Okay.
Okay. We're getting there, y'all. We have family love.
I know that you guys are going to think I'm repeating myself, but I do feel like I need to say that we were not being more harsh in that category than the other
No.
categories. Just the entrance are easier to select.
Okay, we again have 99 in decisive moment. Remember, decisive moment is about when the photographer chooses to hit the shutter, right? That's what decisive moment is. There wouldn't be a photo if it wasn't at that exact moment, okay? So we're gonna go through these quietly. That should have been an environmental portrait, whoever shot this.
Wow.
This could also be an environmental portrait. Oh my god. This could have been an environmental portrait also, as well as this. Okay. There's really, really, really good ones in here. This is going to be tough. All right, ready?
How do you feel about the light one? Go back. Let's leave it in here.
In.
Oh no.
I like this one. In. In for now. I think we need a little bit of breather room with this photo, but it's amazing that you caught this when it happened. In. Environmental portrait. I would have put this in the top 10 for environmental portrait if you had put it in there. In. I think this is also environmental portrait. In.
We'll go back to the street scene. Can you do that in for now?
Yep. In.
Yes.
In. In for now. In. In.
Yep.
In. In. I love the feel of this one. In. I don't think this is as strong as the ones that are going to end up in the top 20, but I think this was really well executed in terms of getting the right moment. In. think this is environmental portrait.
I do too.
So it would have made it in the top 20 for sure in environmental portrait. Same with this. And maybe this. In. 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 No.
It's good emotion. I don't know about.
It's not really a decisive moment, yeah. I like how Dad is sleeping. Like, this is in.
While Dad's asleep.
Oh.
I like the photo, but.
In. She's not even paying attention.
Yeah, we should.
That's so correct, sweetheart. In.
That little face is cute. I just have to say.
Okay. How many is that? Oh, that's 26.
I'll have to be more.
Okay. There's some really, really good ones.
Okay. The trampoline vertical. Let's do some outs.
Okay.
See if we can get the 6 out fast.
You're not into this.
We'll look at the we don't need half that composition.
Yeah. I just love this photo.
Okay, what do you like about it?
I love how it feels. I love the movement here. I like how most trampoline photos are all jumping up in the air, and this one is not that.
Mm-hmm.
This one feels more fine arty to me. The only thing is, I think this would have worked better as a vertical if you had been to the left and didn't have this in it. If it was all clean background, then I think it would have worked. So we can take it up. Oh, should we also check to make sure we didn't miss any from the other judges? If there's more than...
And I said this earlier, but I'll say it again just in case you're just listening now. Just because 3 or more judges chose it doesn't mean that they would choose it for the top 10. So we're considering the weight, but not necessarily, they're not automatically in for that reason.
I think this was in the wrong category, so that's why that's not in there.
Yeah.
If you had toned this better, I might have considered it, but I lost the boy in the smoke, and so as a result, I did not select it.
And then I don't think it should be in regardless, just to say.
Yeah. This, I think the quality is not strong enough.
Yeah.
Or there's weird toning to it or something.
Something. I feel good with what we have.
Okay.
Okay. Are there any that stuck out to you that I
Yes,
chose that
the
you
dog.
didn't like? No, that you
No.
didn't like. Because we only have to take out 5, so we can probably do that pretty fast.
No.
I think the hand is funny. The bottom hand is funny, but
It's
it's
not
not
shot well.
No, so I think that comes
Okay.
out. And then, okay, the 2 kids fighting.
2 kids fighting. Oh, I think they're just playing.
Or playing. I don't think this is.
The background isn't clean enough.
And even, like, I like the feeling, but it's not enough for me.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, the 3 kids at the table, I'm also not. It was, like, close for me, but both times we went past it, it didn't stick out.
Okay.
Do you feel differently?
I like it, but it didn't get judged. It only got picked by me, so.
Okay, so there's 2
I don't. This is good. I feel like this should be in black and white. I don't think this is a colored photo, but
Okay, we only stick out 3. 2 judges did 3.
Yeah, 2 judges
No,
picked
no.
it. I'd be okay with taking this out.
Okay.
This is more graphic. It is good, I think. It's perfect timing. Maybe if he was doing something a little bit more, or this is not your fault. This is how he stepped. But if it had been the front foot up stepping, it might be stronger for me.
Okay, here's why I don't want to award this one. I think it was well composed. I think they waited for the right moment, but that's it. It doesn't tell me anything other than there's a split in the wall that he walked past. It's literally just that.
And there's no good light.
Yeah, so there's
flat
no
light.
emotion. There's no reason he's walking.
Okay, out.
So although good timing and choice. Now just one. Do you have a least favorite?
It's between this one and this one for me.
Okay, so let's talk about moment in them then.
We got 3 good moments here. Dog eating the ice cream, dad sleeping, and he's eating. My one issue is she's not reacting at all to it. She's like looking away. With this one, they're all doing their own things, but it's kind of messy. Like the photographer should have gotten maybe a little bit lower, just a little bit so her head is not.
And the moments don't stand alone. They're not particularly interesting moments.
Right.
Between any of the 3 kids. Great layering, and it's like you want this context sheet to continue.
Yeah.
So I would. Okay.
This is out.
Yeah.
All right. So that's our
20.
top 20.
Okay.
I think this is in the top,
Okay, and the dog.
and definitely the dog. I'm really surprised that. Hey.
More people didn't choose it.
Yes. I'm actually really surprised. And this one might be in there for me.
Okay.
I also love these 2.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put them. These aren't final yet. I just.
The little girl's spit
is really good, right?
Yeah.
I don't love this other than it's interesting light. They're not even doing something interesting enough where we can read the shadow very well. I mean, with the face. So for me, it's an honorable mention. I don't feel like it's in the top.
Okay.
But maybe this one is. Oh, and the birds I love a lot.
Let's put the birds out. What about that lake one or is it a pool at the bottom?
Yeah.
But I want to talk.
We have a good moment of the boy.
I think it's actually an honorable mention.
Yeah.
And the reason I think that is because the other kids don't have their own strong moment.
But maybe this one.
Maybe. Okay, put it up for me.
I think this needs better toning. There's too much gray here.
Okay, you like the mustard.
I love the mustard, actually. It's not my favorite toning, but
It's not the worst.
it's not the worst. I just want to know what happened after, right? Because she's not like protecting herself from it, so she's just looking at it. This also feels like it's New York. I don't know if it's New York Deli, but that's what it feels like.
Okay, now you thought this might be a portrait, but this one here,
I do love it.
let's pull that up. I sort of like that she looks like an animal with her pigtails sticking out, which is also inside out the dress. Is the dog pooping?
Wait, is it?
I think so. That's not what's going to sell me on this. And I do wish that
Chicken was
Chicken was
turned,
turned.
so you could see the chicken's body.
That's close anyways. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 8, 9. I'm fine with that 10.
Okay, so let's go through the other ones just to make sure.
This needs to be black and white. This is gonna have so much more sophistication if it's in black and white. You don't need it in color. The color is distracting and taking away from the moment itself, especially the Hello Kitty. So I wanna acknowledge it because it is the perfect moment and you're in the right spot. But it needs to be changed to black and white. That one's really good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think we got the right.
Yeah.
The right time.
All right, so let's.
I think also in this category, to be a top 10, everything in the photo has to be the right moment.
Yes.
Oh, except for the chicken, I guess. Take it.
Yeah, the chicken is not. I feel like the dog wins, but why is she even doing that?
Okay, let's go through.
Like that moment is crazy. Like to get the dog right there in the door frame. And this one's great too. I mean, if you're gonna have the TV, it has to have the best. Like it has to be reacting to the environment, and there isn't a better reaction. This is the best TV shot I've ever seen.
Okay. Also, compositionally, like I know where you and I are constantly telling people to square up, but if you're too low on this, you'd miss
His reaction.
Yeah, and he'd be sticking out of the window, and
this one's great too.
Let's go through them all. Can we go? I'd like to see.
Okay. These are all really, really good.
Okay. Let's do our top 5. So we have the top
Not in
3,
order yet.
4.
Top 3. I think this is in the top.
I think so too. I also like the one after it.
This one?
I think so. I mean, that is. I've seen a lot of. I mean, look at the snot and the tear and the drool. It's a.
You know what's bothering me? There's so much space over here. I really wish it was centered.
Centered.
Yeah.
But I like the lighting on it.
When the
I know.
When the hell does this happen? Like the birds are almost all perfectly in line with each other.
There's some good space too.
I don't know.
Okay.
Which one's harder to make? Obviously, well, I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, of those two?
I think this comes down.
Let's look at it again.
Whoa, I just noticed this
I
kid.
just did too. Look at the kid on the left is like, whatever.
Too cool for this. Whose house is this? Like, this is amazing. Like, look at all this.
Oh, it's pretty well composed. Okay. Let's put the dog first since we both seem to like it right now.
Even though it's interesting, it only got 3 judges' votes. You, me, and someone else. The reason why I'm not inclined to put this first, even though 3 judges picked it, is because this is a great moment, but you had time to make this photo. I'm gonna guess because that's mom or dad's hand in the bottom. that mom or dad put the snail on the little girl. So you have time to prepare for the snail crawling up her eye and shooting at the right time. Versus this, you just had to shoot it exactly at the right time. You couldn't have prepared for this, for A, the boy to fall off the bed, and B, like that to come up on the TV. And the same with this, like maybe this happened over and over again, and then you could have prepared for it. But to have the dog leaping in the clean spot in the doorway is amazing to me. So that's why I am inclined, even though 3 judges selected the snail, I don't think it's the winner.
Yeah, and again, doesn't mean they thought it was the winner either.
Right, they didn't. That's right. It doesn't mean they thought it was the winner. They just
Wanted us to see it.
yeah. If we're going category, decisive moment, and like things aligning, all coming together, that's when this, I feel like, moves up.
I think so too.
Because it's really impressive.
Yes. Okay, those 3 are probably
The
my
top 3,
favorite, yeah.
right?
I think the drool, even though there's a little bit on the left, I still think it's a very purposeful shot, and the drool is just caught.
The longest drool
Yeah.
in history.
Yeah, and the lighting is nice, like it's very purposeful. So I would like to bring that up too.
Do you think before the snail?
I think so.
Okay.
And then I think the bikes can go a little higher than they are.
Maybe this goes last because it was maybe the easiest of the shots to get. I think.
Okay. I actually think the snail should come down, but
What if we put the snail
it's super fun.
Here.
Like, I feel like the bikes are harder.
Okay.
I mean, the snail, I don't know. Super
This could have been happening over and over again.
Yes.
This you only get one chance with the
Okay,
mustard.
so move that up too. Yeah, because the couch one we like because of the moment, but it's not my favorite
Composition. No.
Yeah.
Maybe it
Or
goes
time.
last.
Okay.
I'm okay with this.
I like that. Let's look at
Order.
it and look at the big.
Wait. I think this one wins
You do.
over the dog. Yes.
Okay, let's talk about it.
It's possible that this happened more than once.
I think both could have happened more than once. But the TV, not that you're
Not
right.
with
Not
the
the
TV.
Yeah.
TV is a once in a lifetime
Yeah.
chance that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think that wins over this one.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Do you agree?
That logic makes sense
Okay.
to me.
The other thing is I might actually like a photo better than another one,
Yeah.
like aesthetically.
Yeah.
But I'm also trying to stay very close to what this category was,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
award it accordingly. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. Yes, because
Because I think this photo is beautiful and fun. Like, I love it. But I just know this one's so much harder. Like, this I might put on my wall, but this one was harder to make. It just was. It was harder to
Yes.
make.
yeah. I agree.
All right, I like this order. Let's see.
Okay.
Yes? Right, you guys? Holy cow. We have one left.
It's only one?
Yeah.
Oh, we are speeding through this. 94.
94.
Okay.
Okay. You guys ready?
The dog.
What the hell?
Tied to the bike.
Oh. Oh no. This one's pretty funny. Oh my god. Oh. Okay.
This should be fairly easy because it's humor, so
Right.
whatever makes
It
you
has
laugh.
to make us laugh.
Yeah. This one doesn't make me laugh, but,
But
I
I
like
love
it.
it. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't it great? Okay, so we'll tag it.
Might be the wrong category. That one's pretty cute.
Yeah. In.
That one took me a second, but throw it in.
In. Look at how she's mirroring
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. That one made me kind of jumpy.
This. What is happening here?
I don't know.
In.
Yeah.
In. In.
Oh, the penis one made you laugh. Do not.
But I think you
That's
need to
okay.
see the stream, right? We need to see the P.
Or I mean, okay. With that specifically, it could also it insinuates a P's about to come, but it's not
I don't think
necessarily
it's
the
strong
best
enough.
photo that I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? In for now. In. What do you think of this one?
I feel like it could have been made funnier by the photographer. Funny for the parents. That one, no.
This one?
Yeah. Wait, did you see that dog?
I think that you need the whole dog. Okay. This one's in. This one's in. This is in. This is in. This is in. I like this one too. This, I think, is decisive moment, isn't it?
I don't think it would have won in that, but it's wild. There's like it's not funny, but it is
Crazy.
it's a category that we didn't have, like, right? Like
Yeah.
like a messy something. I want to make a comment about peeing because it came up a few times.
Yes, we have lots of peeing.
Yeah, peeing. If you're for peeing to be funny, it has to be not just with this one. There's a few, but really peeing somewhere you shouldn't be peeing.
Right.
That's what makes peeing funny.
Yeah. Not the act of peeing itself. This one's funny.
I appreciate that one.
Yeah. So weird.
Right.
Why is there a random horse like on the side of the road? Right? Like, oh, this one I like. Wait, just like take this in for a minute. Like, mom's not paying attention to the kid whatsoever. She's like on the phone, happy. Okay, so let's see what that gives us. That's 24.
Okay, so 4 have to come out.
This one can come out.
Okay. I also think the sugar.
You don't like the sugar? That's the whole thing of sugar.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's spilling out of her mouth. I don't.
You're right. This is how I feel about pastries. So. Okay, you're right.
Maybe. I mean, I'm fine with taking it out, but. Oh, let's see. Wait,
What
hold
about
on.
the one after it? Okay, let's just see what we have.
Let's see. I wanted to see if there was any that we. Okay, so there are quite a few that several judges, or 2 judges chose, but that we didn't. And Jenna and I are awarding based on what made us laugh out loud, not funny or ironic, right? That's.
Or at least we'll
Yeah.
decide that as we keep
Yeah.
narrowing, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so 3.
Let's just try and order first. Maybe that will help us. Like, do we have definites? This one, right?
Yes.
The horse one, I think, is a definite.
I like this. Okay, right now I like this dad on the grass.
Dad on the grass. This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this one is a definite also. This had one of the very few that had 3.
Let's take out the dog on the TV. Guess on the TV.
I'm fine with that. Where is that?
It's
Right
the top,
here.
yeah.
I really love this one. This one got all 4, so we
Okay.
need to consider that maybe for first. Maybe.
I don't think first. I don't think it means first.
Okay.
Well, I just look at the one next to it.
I've seen this done better.
Yeah. Okay, anyways.
Elliot Irwin has
Not an
done it
automatic
better.
first. I just don't want it to be automatically
Okay.
first.
No, I'm just okay. It's just up there. So we have 2 more to take out. I could take this one out, although I
Okay.
think it's funny. Here's the thing.
It wasn't my favorite.
I love this, but is it a photograph? He's not in focus.
Okay,
Is this a snapshot, like reactionary photo?
potentially?
I mean, it is great, but if you're gonna make this photo, I want to see
Yes,
it
it could have been done
perfect.
better.
Right?
Yeah, because you don't even really need the kids in the foreground. You could just have the hanging legs.
Right. So I think this comes out.
And now that's just one.
Yeah. I would also be okay with taking
Yes.
this out.
Me too.
Okay. I feel strong. And this one is better for the vertical ones. This one's
Yes.
way better than the other one.
Actually, and I do really like that one. So
Yeah, I think this could come up. I'm not saying it. I'm just.
that's fine.
I think the chicken could be up there in the top.
Kind of look at it.
Yeah. Look at how the chicken's mouth is open like the head.
Right. And it's really cute. I wondered if it could be stronger for top 10, but
Well, maybe, yeah.
I do like it.
I think the tampons. The content is so funny,
Mm-hmm.
but did they photograph it the best way they could to make a picture of it?
Right. I don't know. So let's leave it out of the 10 for now.
Okay.
That's beach. Mm.
You know what's funny about this is mom's boobs.
I do like that I can't figure out where everyone else's legs are.
Right, where are they?
That's why that didn't make me laugh, but it is interesting.
This also could have gone into environmental portrait.
Okay, so it must just be that imprint was there and then the kid got behind it, which I appreciate.
I know how it was made, so I'm not
Oh, you
gonna
do?
tell you.
Okay. Alright, so I do like that. It makes me ask questions. Okay, what could do?
We have two bowls, two kids with bowls of something.
Can I see the other one? Neither one are actually my favorite for top 10 anyways.
It's interesting, this one got 3. Alright, so wait.
What is it that I don't like about that one? That one I feel removed from
This one.
just how it was shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not inserted into that, and then into that moment, and then that one could have been composed stronger. I feel like
Yes, it could have.
the emphasis right now is on that chord, actually.
And do we want both of those in the...
Well, is something you'd rather put in?
I don't know.
We could decide that after the
Yeah, let's decide after the top.
We could look at the judges. 1 second.
Yeah. I think this one is very funny. I mean, it's really funny.
Yeah, it's cute.
I think this can go in the top 10.
Okay, the dad in the kitchen. How did you feel with that?
Dad in the kitchen.
It's next to the first bowl.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not your favorite?
Mm-mm. Okay. This I feel removed from. Why are we
Yes.
peeking in on this
Okay.
moment?
Okay, now let's start with the last one.
This one.
Yeah. So it wasn't immediately funny, but once you look at it, it
It's
is.
so funny.
It's pretty thoughtful. So do
Right.
we want to put that up?
Yes. That goes in the top 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Maybe. Let's look at the.
Either
Yeah, let's look at
It's well lit. It's well
Okay,
shot.
put it in.
It's a good moment.
Yeah, you're right. They are mirroring each other.
Yeah.
I think I was expecting something more exaggerated, but when I make that sound, it makes it funny to me.
Okay. Now the only thing I'm thinking is,
Let's go see what the judges.
I mean, the judges preferred this over this.
Okay. And I wasn't going to pick the second one.
Okay, so I think that maybe that comes out, and let's see, judges.
Get rid of 2s. Let's look at 3s only. One.
Wait,
Keep one.
this another bowl one.
Isn't that fun?
Maybe is that the one that's better than the?
Well, bowl isn't a requirement. It
Right.
just so happens that we had 3 bowls.
Yeah.
What?
But this
they
one
just-
got 3, so I think this one comes in and replaces the other bowl,
Okay.
right?
Sure.
I think that's
This one is better than the other one.
Yeah.
Do you want to just double check any of the 2s in case?
Yeah.
Put the 2 back on. Okay, so take that one out so we don't forget. Sorry.
What?
The bowl, the color bowl. To the left of that.
No, we're keeping the color bowl, right? We're getting rid of the blue bowl.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Is
Okay.
that what you said? Get rid of the blue bowl?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, now let's just check the 2s just in case.
Okay. I'll get rid of the greens. Oh, it's cute.
A lot of these are cute, but not funny. That's what I'm finding.
Yeah. I think you needed to be right in her face. Like, I feel like the camera needed to be right here so we can exaggerate her face looking at the jar. Yes?
Yeah, and I still think it's cute.
It is cute, yeah.
Meaning, cute.
Yeah. I need more of a struggle here with her for
For it to
this
be
to work.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is funny, I mean. But
Not
it's like cute
extraordinarily
funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's same thing.
Yeah. These are not bad photos.
No.
I'm trying to see if I laugh.
Yeah.
This is well shot for me. I like the light in here. I like filling the corners in the triangle it's making, but I don't know if it's funny. Not
It's
funny.
cute. Cute butt.
And I appreciate this photo, but I think it needed to be shot better. I think this was reactionary. And, I mean, who can expect this to happen?
Yeah.
But I even think this would be stronger if it was cropped here with not the legs, because the legs feel like you missed the photo, right? Where maybe it could have felt more intentional if you just like get rid of the legs altogether, and then this was cropped in, you know,
And if
as
the
a
dog
whole.
wasn't intersecting with stuff.
Yeah.
But it did make me laugh.
I do like this one,
It's just cute though.
but it's cute. It's not funny. In this one, we just felt like might be in the wrong category.
Yes, so maybe re-enter that.
Yeah, re-enter this in another category.
One day a category will come for you, photographer.
Yeah. We'll create a category just for this photo. Chaos. We've talked about chaos. Yeah. I think you need to be squared up to this. And low.
Yeah, again, it's cute. Okay, I think.
Yeah, I think we made the right choice.
Okay, so we're gonna
Okay. So I'm gonna bring this back in. Here, here. I'm gonna go here.
Okay, so now we have 21. Oh no, we haven't unselected that.
Oh, yeah.
Blue.
Okay.
So of the honorable mentions in this category, we're still deciding, but it seems to me like ahead of time I can say this. The ones that are going to get honorable mentions were funny situations, and the ones that are going to win were more purposely composed funny situations.
Yes, I agree. Maybe then now this comes up. Or does it stay in an honorable mention?
At least put it closer. What is it? Why is it that we didn't pick it? Let's talk about that.
I think I wanted the dog also in focus.
Yeah. Yeah. Like just a bit more space or something?
Still low to the ground, but maybe further back.
It's a funny situation. So I still, right now, I think honorable mention.
Okay. Well, I feel good about this 10.
Okay. Let's, just before we narrow it, let's just make sure we take a look at that underwear situation. What's going on with those kids?
Which one?
The girl with underwear on her head. I don't know if this is just weird.
I don't know. Is she dead?
I'd actually like to see her whole head. Like,
It's so weird. I don't know.
just in terms of it not winning the.
Yeah.
It's also like very confusing.
Are you good with the top
Yes.
10? Okay.
Okay.
Let's just look at them. It's so funny.
I just wish the dad wasn't in it.
I know. Look at that girl's face. Why is she dragging her sister around like a dog?
Why not?
This is funny, but I have seen this before.
Yes. My hope is that it happened organically because this is documentary family.
Yeah.
So have you seen it in documentary or only?
Well, was Elliot Erwitt's one on the stairwell? Was that documentary? Or on the front steps? This one's also very funny.
Yes.
And this. Like,
I really like this one because it's clean. It's very
it's clean.
also, you know, you usually see a mom kind of like feeding and
He's feeding the baby and he can't see anything.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's pretty high for me.
This one's good timing.
Yeah.
I think this one's funny. This one's really funny. Okay. All right.
What's your favorite?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
This I think goes up here.
Into 3?
No, but it's.
Okay,
I think
up
it's
higher.
higher.
Okay.
And maybe
I think that one's in the top 3.
does it win? 1, 2, and 3, and then this is a really close.
I see this other one was picked by every single judge.
Which one?
The second one.
Yes, that's why I said.
Which has not happened in any other category, has
Yeah,
it?
so that's why it wins. That's why I said that before.
But would every single judge think it wins? Or does it enough weight that we all like it? Enough?
We all liked it. I think
Yeah.
it's enough weight.
Okay.
I'd be alright with this. 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. And then ditching the dog?
I'm not ditching it, but like it's really funny.
Why are you
but
rejecting the dog? No, I know it.
it's funny because of composition, but like it still could have been shot better.
Yes.
Yes. It's not like the best shot. I think it even goes down lower.
Okay. I'm just like thinking about number 3, that's all.
Oh. I think this is pretty funny.
Okay.
Right? Like
Yes, the 2 in the background.
no one's paying attention to the kid that has fallen.
Yeah. I wish it was just more obvious, but that doesn't necessarily matter.
Or do you want to do this?
Let's keep thinking about it.
I also really like this this horse one.
This one I love, but I don't know if it's as funny.
I love this one.
Yeah. Although the mom is pretty funny. Yeah.
The what?
The mom.
I do too. I don't know. I can't do it.
I know. I thought this would be the easiest. Let's start. It's gonna sound wrong, pitting them against each other. But like, what is this? Okay, here's my question with this one. Is it funny because we're really putting thought into it? Could the photographer have done it better?
I don't think you can have shot it in a different spot. You
No.
have to have
No,
you have to be high with mom. So,
but in terms of awarding special moments, that's what I'm wondering. I'm not opposed to leaving it in the top 3. I just want to really think about it.
no, I don't think it has to be in the top 3. I don't think it has to.
I also should say that I also appreciate photos that take you a minute to understand the humor, but
I'm struggling with like
Okay.
ordering these.
yeah. Okay.
I think they're all great. So,
What would be a reason not to put the bike and the little girl in third? What would be a reason not to?
this could have been shot squared up and maybe been a little bit stronger.
Okay.
Because we do feel like we're a little
Yes.
bit at an angle. So I feel like in terms of composition, this would be a
Photography,
situation.
Yes.
In terms of photography, you could have shot this
Okay.
squared up more. But other than that, I don't know how else you shoot this. Like
Well,
we
that's
could
how
have
you
done
shoot
it horizontal, but I don't mind it vertical.
No, I don't mind the vertical.
No.
No, I think squared up is just the only thing. Presuming you don't lose the rope, but
This could have stepped to the right a little bit so that there's an even amount of space on the left and the right. Other than that, I don't know if you shoot it any differently. Like, do we even know if this kid belongs to that girl? I mean, we assume he does, but
I think it's just the two that I don't. But maybe that contributes for you.
I think it contributes for me.
They're like far enough away that they
Yeah.
wouldn't care about that kid. For me, it's more about like mom doesn't care about me. I mean, of course she cares about you, but like
Yeah.
whatever, she's on the phone. Don't get mad at me, mom. I know you love your child.
He doesn't even seem that distressed. What I like is like it's like he's looking at the
Mhm.
photographer and being like, "Will you help me, please?" Mom's busy with her phone call.
Yeah.
Someone help me.
Yeah. Okay. I want to go through every photo and decide why should or shouldn't it be third.
Okay.
So we're competing for third.
What hurts this photo? This right here
And the head.
in the head.
Well, the trees are sticking
Yeah,
right
yeah,
out
yeah.
there.
Do you want this third?
Do you not want it third? Just because you've seen it before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There has been a photo that we awarded that we've seen before, though.
I'm also not sure this wasn't set up.
Okay. It does feel. What was it? Okay.
I think this is third.
Okay.
And I wouldn't mind putting the dog next if you wanted, over this one. Is the dog? How many more people would laugh of the dog over this?
Over that?
Yeah. The dog has two. I say it goes here.
I don't want you to get the impression that I'm emotionally attached to the dog.
No, I know.
One feels more like a photographer. That the dog. I mean, that definitely feels like a photograph that will stand out in your memory.
Right.
Whereas we're laughing at the little girl, but would it stand out forever in my memory?
Probably not.
Potentially not. It's funny with this one, I keep asking you questions, but it's not like I don't like it.
Right.
I'm like, do I like it for the right reason? I'm processing that photo. I think
this one is the least funny, so it comes last.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, I do think the dog potentially should be third because we both laughed first when we saw it.
Yes,
And this
I
is a
agree.
humor category.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put the horse. How much does composition, cleanliness matter to us? God, that's such a contextual question.
I know. And what about the chicken mirroring dad?
Yeah, that should go higher, I think. No, I didn't know right away.
Maybe
Just needs audio.
that comes. It's a subtle. It's a stronger photograph than the girl coming out of the window.
It's a stronger. Yes, absolutely.
So maybe it comes next.
Well, let's think about this. Okay, let's.
And then I'm wondering if this comes up.
What's the funniest part of the chicken?
Dad and the chicken mirroring each other. Like they're having a conversation.
Right. Okay. And the little kids we also like this.
Yeah. I'm actually okay with this
Disorder.
Mm-hmm.
I do like this photograph, but I want to stay top 10. Let me just clarify. But when I look at these two
They're strong.
seem more
photographs. Yes.
more like
Pictures.
yes.
Yeah.
Or, it depends on that context as well.
So do you think it comes down?
Maybe just after those two.
Yeah.
It looks potentially shot at
Yes.
versus composed.
Yes. Well, then I say it comes after this as well.
Okay. Yeah.
But then does
What
that?
of the kid?
Okay.
Well, fair enough though.
Because of all
Okay.
the thoughtful ones, this is one of the most thoughtful.
Okay, it doesn't need to go in the top. I mean, it just yes. So do you want to move that up then?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Doesn't I don't think it needs to be top 3.
But maybe it's fourth.
Okay, so then I'm only waiting. The only thing that brings it down for me is it funny? Is it even dryly funny? It can be a different version of funny. Like it doesn't have to be slapstick.
And more is just like, oh my god, that's really weird, and like, how did that happen, right? So does
Okay.
it go back down?
Is weird funny?
Maybe it goes here. I still think it comes after. Like this one made me laugh.
Yeah.
This one
I
made
think
me
because
laugh.
of the category.
Yes.
Yes.
This one is not the best shot in terms of all of this, but the moment is really good.
It's not the best technical choices. Let's put it that
No.
way. Okay.
We really are putting a lot of thought into this.
I mean, this is how it should go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I feel like I like it.
I'm fine with this order.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm thinking in case anyone else is thinking it too. The kids looking at the skirt isn't very obviously funny,
Right.
whereas a few of these are more subtle. But that doesn't mean that's not as subtle.
So you think that goes up because it's more?
No, I'm
okay.
just saying. I think it's okay if we're weighting subtle humor over obvious humor.
Okay. Because I'd also be fine with moving that up.
I don't know.
I'm like, I don't want. I feel like they're all almost equally.
The top 3 matter the most to me at this
Yeah.
point, and the rest, yeah. I like tied for 4th. This feels fine. Let's look at it from the. Let's switch those 2.
These 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think? Should the bike come down?
The bike? What if we do this?
Yeah. I think so.
Or this? No. Let's do this.
Yeah. Because I feel like with the bike we were waiting our laughter. Maybe too much. Okay.
And switch these.
I think so. What do you think?
Yeah.
All other one has a lot more choices. Ooh, am I being influenced by the composition too much? Okay.
Composition here is good. It's just, I wish there was more room on the right side. More space.
Yeah.
And if someone walked by on the left, that would have been even better.
I also think it'd be, in terms of humor, funnier if I couldn't, I don't know why, if I couldn't see this arm. Like if it was more just this like flat.
Yeah, yeah.
I can tell what's happening here.
And why is there sand flying? Where is that coming from? See on the left?
Maybe that. Oh,
Her
did she
foot?
cartwheel into here?
I
It's
don't
here
know.
and here. Let's put it back. The sand. Okay. All right.
Do you feel good with this?
Let's look at it. These 2 are funny to me. Okay, please, person, tell me this happened naturally, okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Do you feel good?
Yeah, I'm good with this. All right, y'all.
Nailed it.
This took the longest, I think, didn't it?
I don't know if it took the longest, but it's definitely the most discrepancies.
And then these are in no particular order, your honorable mentions here.
Okay. Okay, so we're done in categories.
This is here. All right, now.
This will be fun.
Okay. We're gonna get rid of all of honorable mentions.
Oh, how are we gonna do this?
I don't know. We're like, yeah, this will be easy.
Also, it may not be first place winners.
So now we have to pick first, second, and third
Overall. Okay, so
I don't even know.
I don't think it'll be just out of the first place, will it?
I don't know.
We had discussed this last night as to whether the top 3 overall would be guaranteed first place winners. Do you have favorites?
Yes.
Okay, what color do you want? Just pick a flag, I guess.
Yeah, we'll just do 2.
Okay.
I love humor, but I don't know if any of my favorites are in humor.
No, I like the second one here.
Okay, so we'll make yours 3 for right now.
Or we can have the same color. Let's put them all together once
Okay.
we've. I think we should consider, just because it was the only one in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Not just because.
This is one of my favorites.
Okay. Do you like the hot eyes? Like the first one?
I do, but in terms of best photograph overall,
Okay.
this is so funny, right? Like
I
we
know.
talked about this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, let's leave it for now.
I also love this one. I do like this one.
Well, we don't have to pick it just because we mentioned it. I did love that one. That's it from that one, I think.
Yeah. This, me.
Okay, I'm just gonna say that I do like the second one here as well,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if there's enough to make it the best overall in the. I just really
But
love
we can just
feeling.
this one for me. This one is pretty amazing. Maybe Mom, we should have had.
It certainly has a great feeling to it.
I'm gonna tag it.
Like you'd almost frame it even if it wasn't your kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm really thinking about which one of these photographs, and you know what? This comes in. Which one of these would I want on my wall,
Okay,
right? Like,
okay, so then I still definitely want to keep in that ocean one then.
like which ones would I want a print of?
Okay, so we're not bound to categories.
Right, no.
So it's just feeling. Are they all going to be color? Oh my goodness. Okay. That's it.
You know, I'm gonna tag this one too. And I don't think you love it as much as I do, but
I don't dislove it.
tell me if any of these are your favorites too. So.
Well, okay, I'm just going to say the shallow one. I'm not going to put it in because I don't think the crop.
Okay.
But I want to say that photographer, but
You really love
that
that
simple
one.
thing
Yeah.
might have changed my mind.
Mm-hmm. It's funny, like, yeah, so these two humor. Okay, so let's. Can I do that? I don't know how to do this. Tristan?
Can we use this desktop here or no?
We didn't think about this.
Can we just do it by memory? Or do you want? Yeah, we probably have to
I
see
can't
it.
do
Right?
it by memory.
Could we temporarily drag them into one folder because they're renamed, so we won't screw up. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on. I think we can copy to the desktop, right? Or we just, okay. Right. I'm going to copy those.
Oh, here they are. Just bring your mouse over here. See up there.
And then bring them into.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Can we go up more? Because I actually like looking at the thumbnails. Okay.
I'm inclined to say if they don't have at least 2 judges plus us, they are out. Simply because does it mean it doesn't
I don't
work?
know. Or that just makes it easier. Right. Right. Okay. I need to say instinctually that yes.
I know, that's what I'm
Yeah.
feeling.
So do you want to make it red?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
That. Yes.
Okay. Now the birds we both seem to like. But based on that, what about that? That has 3. If we're just looking at stars, that one has 3.
Yeah. And I'm still gonna pull pretty strongly for this one.
Okay.
Because it's so artful, and I think it could go on anyone's wall. This is another.
I'll tell you the only. I'm willing to. I feel like it's almost really artful. Like I feel like it's for it to be perfectly artful, there would be just less going on. I know in this situation, there's nothing you can do about that. It's just not why it's my favorite.
Yeah. We could go this one, this one, this one. And it would end up being the first place winners in each of those categories.
Right. And that would be based on stars alone.
Also what we
well,
like.
and also
yeah.
for sure. Okay, let's make them red.
If it was me, I am more inclined to say this one, and this one.
Yeah.
Because those are all go beyond just pictures of people's families.
Yeah.
I feel like they are artful as well. The only other 2 that I feel that way about would be this one, or this one.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure. What I would put on my wall is this one.
Yes, I would too.
This one.
Yeah.
This one. I did really like that one. But maybe I wouldn't.
Maybe we would put it on our wall.
Maybe.
Is it universal? It could be universal because it's anonymous.
It's very anonymous, yeah. Okay, well, I think we should definitely flag red the highest judges.
Okay.
We can always, they don't have to be picked.
Okay.
They're the
And now let's
highest.
flag the ones we would put on our walls.
Okay, so you can
What
do
is it?
that one.
So this one,
Yeah.
this one,
Yeah.
this one,
And the goat.
and the goat.
Now.
Okay.
And red.
And maybe this one? Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
I would
do
put
love
this
that
on my
one too,
wall.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think this is good. This is like a completely different type of
Yeah.
judging at this point, right? Okay. So
Okay, let's just.
I'm not sure I would put that one on my wall.
Okay.
I would possibly put this one on my wall.
Mm.
I love this one. for their family. Or maybe I would. I don't know.
It's like, okay. It's an interesting discussion. It's messy enough in this particular decision that I might say no. Not so messy that it didn't obviously rank first in its category.
Right.
So
I think it's out.
okay.
I do.
Yeah.
I think it's out.
It's not. Yes. If I was looking at a bunch of photographs to purchase,
Yes. What would you purchase? I don't know if I would purchase this one. All right. I think if the man was not there, I would purchase this one.
Mhm.
But I don't.
It's. Yeah, that's the only thing that holds me back about this photo. I really. Not the guy as much as the. It's like, could be perfect. It's not quite perfect.
Right. I say this is a definite.
100%.
So I'm making it a 4.
Yeah.
So it goes out. Now we have to find 2 more. I really feel like this is 1.
Okay.
I really do. Like, when else is this photo gonna happen? Like, it's a goat on a child, like this. Like,
And this is not set up, right?
no. I know for a fact this is not so. Wait, how would you set up a goat to do that?
It just reminds me of another photograph.
With the deer?
It's the only reason it holds me back. But
Okay.
I don't know if I should wait that though. I'm happy to discuss it.
No, I can see that.
But
What about, let's talk about
if
this.
it's really not set up, then that makes me want to keep
What
it.
about this one? This one is very artful.
I like the deer better.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, the goat.
Goat. Yes,
All
sorry.
right. So if it's a matter of like we're talking about 2, then this comes out because it's not going to hold weight with the goat if we're already considering the goat. So
Okay, both of us do like the goat. Should I just go in? There was only one thing holding me back, and that was just that it reminds me of another photograph.
okay.
But if it's not set up, then I definitely like it. So in that case, I would put it in. Does that make sense?
I'm trying to think in terms of like what represents documentary family photography the most, right? Like what transcends just the families now that we photograph for, what transcends that and what is universal?
In that case, I think for sure
The goat.
Yes.
Okay, so let's mark it yellow.
Okay, so when you word it like that,
Yeah.
we can also add. We can go more than 3 if we need to.
Yeah. Then is it maybe this one or this one?
Yeah, they definitely. Yes, I'm drawn to them for sure. I do like this dad though.
This is everything about parenting. Yes?
Yeah.
So maybe this is
Okay,
the third.
Okay.
Yes.
I like it.
One
lot.
one says something about the innocence of childhood. One says everything about parenthood, and then the third one is a very strong portrait, which is also important in photography.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Is that how we pick the 3?
Well, and okay, so even aside from trying to think too much, okay, let's put it in for now.
Okay.
Because you like it?
Yes, I do. A lot. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So the thing is with this one, the only thing that gets me with this one is a little bit messy down here, where, and there's not that much of a moment with mom. She's a little awkward.
Oddly enough, I wish that she wasn't pointing at the birds.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's.
Okay.
Although I do obviously think it'd be a great print. And then here, I think actually, as much as I love it, and I do love this photograph, to make it the top, I think I would like just a tad more interaction between the couple with the inner two.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't mind them. I'd like to see the girl's hands.
And the girl's hands. Yes, I was going to say that.
Okay.
But I don't mind either
Yeah.
one, but to make it like...
I think also for the top 3 winners overall, the composition has to be near perfect.
Okay, so let's look at what we've got then. But I just don't want to break your heart with your little swimmer.
I know. Oh, it's okay. I do love it. Whoever shot this, they'll know that, I mean, it's very well done, in my opinion.
Well, I do not disagree with that at all.
Okay, so now if we just look at the yellow.
But these seem more universal to me.
How funny is it?
I
They're
know.
all color.
That's what I knew it was going to be these three. As soon as we started flagging, I knew it was going to be all color. Now, are you okay with the dad? Because I
Yeah, no, I'm okay with it.
Okay, now what order?
I think portrait is first. I think portrait wins for me.
Yes, I do too.
This round. They all really complement each other.
Yes.
First, second, third.
Yes, but by any chance do we like it because the grid looks better this way, or because we actually think that dad should be second? Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Were we influenced there by accident?
Maybe they switch?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know why I like the look of this.
Yeah.
Better, but the
First, second, third.
yeah.
First, second, third.
Yeah. What do you think? I'm starting to question everything now.
No, I'm not questioning
Okay.
it.
No,
I
you
feel
are. I am.
I feel really strongly about these selects.
Okay. Portrait definitely first.
I think
Yes.
portrait. That is the strongest image that was submitted
Okay.
for this competition. People are gonna be like, "What the hell?" It's like no moment.
Well, or
There is a moment.
I don't know,
It's
I think-
subtle. This is a really strong photograph.
can't pigeonhole us.
No, I can't
If
picture.
you ever thought we were gonna pick black and white,
I know.
really funny. Okay. I like this.
I like these winners.
Yes. And would print all of them.
Maybe we could, or if we can, we'll talk about that offline.
Okay.
I think.
Is that the order we like?
Yes, I feel good about this order.
Yeah. It's funny, I will say that I don't even, like, in my heart, need to order them too much. I just love these three.
Yeah.
But we do have to order them. Okay.
You guys, it's it. So this is first, second, and third. First place will be winning $500. Second place, $250, and third place, $150. I will be at the end of the month sending you a check. So I think we have your address. If not, Tristan will be in touch.
Yeah.
We need to thank all of our sponsors because first place winners from each category are going to get. Where is? What is going on here? Hold on, y'all. Oh, here we go. Sponsors. First place winners for each category are going to be able to pick a really awesome prize from our sponsors, which we're excited about. They've been incredible. There's some really great prizes in there. So Tristan will also be in touch with you, or Jess, I'm not quite sure, but one of them will be in touch with you to get you a list, and you can pick one of your choice from the prizes that are available.
Our top three overall also are getting a think tank bag.
Yes. Yeah. Think Tank has been incredible and sponsored 3 bags, really nice bags, for each of the winners for first, second, and third overall. Please, we want you to have felt like you've learned something from our critique and know that we loved all of the photos, right? Yeah. As you watched, this was a 4-hour process.
I thought we were going to go till 8 p.m., so I think we're winning.
But I feel confident with the
I'm really
with the
happy
ones
about
that
it.
we chose as the winners. And we can't wait. We're going to be announcing very soon the next round. Is there anything we forgot?
Well, no.
Oh, we can
We
say
actually-
it.
yeah.
November 1st, we're going to be announcing the next
Yes.
round, which are going to have new categories, and some of the same and some different. And we want you to continue to feel inspired and remember that, submitting, moving forward, only people that submit will have access to watch the judging. So, or
Unless it's
the
you
recorded
can watch
judging.
live,
You
yeah.
can watch live for free, but the recorded judging will only be available for those that choose to compete. I feel like there was some other prize.
We are going to announce the judges' favorites
Oh yes.
tonight.
So each judge picked a favorite photo. We don't even know what they are yet, but each person was the judge's favorite is going to be able to get
Free entry in the next
free entry
contest.
into the next contest because it will be there will be a small fee to enter the contest to keep it going. And we're hoping the bigger it gets and the bigger the prizes are. And,
Yeah.
but always educational, and keep a lookout because we're going to try and add more and more extra content for those that follow the DFA. So
This is fun.
it was fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Thanks for being patient with the glitches, and hopefully this last set of streaming, Tristan didn't run in, so I'm guessing it went smoothly. But thanks again, everyone, for being vulnerable and submitting your photos and making great work for your clients. And we look forward to seeing all your work with the next round.
See ya.
All right, bye.